baby, yes I know it. We in continents that ain't lacking self-control. We always in some danger, feel like a second home. Crashing in your country, popping media, no airbag. Find us like an air tag where the electing airs at. Faces got different shapes like it's Squid Games. I do another layover in Brisbane in his name.
Fire, hit on with the fire. Had to check my mindset just to stay alive. We ain't towing guns, but we weren't for Christ. He done laid the groundwork, we just fall in line. Standing with our faith and its power amplified. Bishop made a call, every prophet's down the ride. In survival mode, feelings put aside. Waking up 12, put the truth worldwide.
Prophets on the move, we them hefes. Made a name for the king, quest say siete. Thought upon my ways, had to change, never delay. Eat the flesh, I don't keep the bones, that's a filet. Christ said we do them greater works. Said that he'd be with us to the ends of the earth. Said he'd give us bread in the years of the dearth. The first to be last and the last to be first. There be no more curse. This kingdom coming with persecution and affliction, which came upon the prophets at Iconium and Lystra. They tear gassed us and they stoned us up in Kenya. He put them curses on us as a sign to remember.
Fire, hit on with the fire. Had to check my mindset just to stay alive. We ain't towing guns, but we weren't for Christ. He done laid the groundwork, we just fall in line. Standing with our faith and its power amplified. Bishop made a call, every prophet's down the ride. In survival mode, feelings put aside. Waking up 12, put the truth worldwide. Worldwide.
You are now flying.
Southwest. All of my brothers about it. If you ain't about it, move out of the way. Bubble my chopper, I loaded, I cock it. You know I am my boy, ready to spray. Knocking them down, he be talking so proud. When the brothers go round, he got nothing to say. Boy, I'm too solid, it's all in my body. I can't get it, I ain't coming to play. What you mean now? I got what you need now. I got all these brothers right behind me. Can you see now? Yeah, what you need now? I got what you need now. 100,000 prophets, that's the only thing you see now.
So many claim that they prophets. Till the real prophet show up. Like Debo is all blocked now. Sitting high till you pull down. Liquor in, still running with his head down. Man up, the South got plenty to say. My kinfolk be John, how we paving the way. Take that phony ass doctor, your bow tie, that white man. Easter Sunday, ball it up in your face. Like a surgeon, I'm fixing your face with the blade in my hand. Make them Tokyo drift when the script start to sprain. I thought I heard it head and say, but we too busy, we work. To hell what you gotta say. Stronger than Panthers and brown berets. We need a scribe in another page. Stay with the 12 like I'm trying to gauge. We on the watch like we on the bait. Los Reyes están aquí. We here to stay while you sucking your teeth. Speak with your chest when you talking to kings. Mi rey es negro, mi lena supreme. My king is black, my bloodline supreme. Have it your way, I'm serving the king. My head to the sky when I'm facing the east.
All of my brothers about it. If you ain't about it, move out of the way. Bubble my chopper, I loaded, I cock it. You know I am my boy, ready to spray. Knocking them down, he be talking so proud. When the brothers go round, he got nothing to say. Boy, I'm too solid, it's all in my body. I can't get it, I ain't coming to play. What you?
You are now flying.
Southwest. The season's changing, we go harder. Barely get sleep, I hit the streets, I got my guard up. I know we probably did some things that we not proud of. That's why the father had to leave us at the bottom. But I ain't tripping cause he got us. We on a mission time, ticking on that timer. Taking the kingdom, ain't no secret, bro, we got us. Cause ain't no respect without power. Rise and shine, early grind, recognize I'm certified. 12 tribes worldwide, don't act like you ain't heard about it. I'm a young kind of fly, Babylon traumatized. Hit the block, prophesy, hit me when you down the ride, nigga. Tell me now how you figure. You rob me for everything and then break me down to a nickel. Red clay be the dirt in them shackles of iron bigger. System made to enslave an intelligent mind, nigga. Listen, I got crumbs I barely eat. I got a bed, I never sleep. I got a son I never see. So if I'm playing this for keeps, then he can play me for weak. And I ain't playing what I speak. They call it hatred when I'm only saying everything I see. Oppression, all I ever see, and it's making me mad. So every day I'm out here teaching under rebel flags until Messiah come and save me. Babylon enslaved me. Bahamas, that's what made me. But Mississippi raised me. Seasons changing, we go harder. Barely get sleep, I hit the streets, I got my guard up. I know we probably did some things that we not proud of. That's why the father had to leave us at the bottom. But I ain't tripping cause he got us. We on a mission time, ticking on that timer. Taking the kingdom, ain't no secret, bro, we got us. Cause ain't no
Look, see me rising up, you better get back. Harmless as a dove, but you still gon' feel my impact. That young lion, Simba back, nourished off the Similac. Now everything you built is at stake. Don't forget that. So much you gotta pay for. Your destruction I pray for. I do not hit women, but I'm beating on this great whore. I'm no longer ignorant, I made it out that great war. Casting down doctrines now, need I say more? Yes.
Man, give me my respect now. Babylon falling in my knees on her neck now. She screaming, I can't breathe. I love that sound. Know what I'm saying? You looking at a God in the flesh now. Jeremiah 49, you about to drink of that cup. Know you trembling with fear because the army rising up. Christ told me hold fast up until the day he come, and I'ma give him all I have, hoping that it's good enough.
Seasons changing, we go harder. Barely get sleep, I hit the streets, I got my guard up. I know we probably did some things that we not proud of. That's why the Father had to leave us at the bottom. But I ain't tripping cause he got us. We on the mission time, ticking on that timer. Taking the kingdom ain't no secret, bro, we got us. Cause ain't no respect without power.
Check it, look, I can't, it's hostile. Where I'm at, we kill the trauma with the gospel. More than 12, it's like 1,000 apostles. Hit your block and then we dip like it's nachos. What's a op? We in the kitchen where they pop toast. Riding like a Tahoe, never scared of them potholes. We came to save the same ones they made a victim. Plagued with the sickness of
Come in, not come in, not come in, not their Bible casting down imagination.
Praise to the Most High.
Come in,
Casting down imagination.
That's right.
There we go. All praise to the Most High, man. Welcome to the show. This is show 457 with Casting Down Imaginations, aka CDI. We back. Like we left something, man. I told you we'd be back. Lord spared our life. It's time for us to prophesy and make this Bible plain to the people, man. So all praise to the Most High for that. I am Captain Zakar to my right.
Hey, Captain Azariah.
And to his right,
Officer Jahaziah.
and to my far left,
Officer Abiyah.
and to his right,
Captain Noah.
and to his right,
Officer Jeremiah.
we got a full
we got
panel
four.
today.
I see how it is on Thursdays, man.
Everybody
Because you know
show
we
up.
usually on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I see how it is on Thursdays.
Hey, this is what it look like when you work overtime.
When you work overtime.
You see people you usually don't see.
Right.
Oh, man, I know you worked here. Yeah, man, I worked here. Facts. Hey, 6 months, man. Hey, all praise to the Most High, man. Shout out to Anthony
yep.
Nixon, man, for the super chat. We appreciate it, man.
Hey, y'all need to read that too. He said Shalom Leadership in Israel. Donate.
All praises, man. All praises.
Yeah, man.
So, hey, man, let's get into it, man. Let's open up with 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. Let's show the people why we call it Casting Down Imaginations.
2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Yep, it's not carnal. We ain't picking up guns and swords, and we ain't trying to purchase a nuclear bomb. Go ahead.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
But it's still powerful, though, because it's got God behind it. Yeah. And when God's behind it, ain't nothing you can do. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Go ahead, read.
Casting down imaginations.
What we doing?
Casting down imaginations.
That's our job. That's why the Lord sent us back on the earth at this time of prophecy to cast down imaginations that our people have about Him.
That's right.
And I'm gonna let you know, because I was on Clubhouse today before we came in. You know, I wake up, go in there, you know, got to do what I got to do. That's my job. And some guys in there said, I don't believe I know. And I thought to myself, I said, man, that's the Book of Clarence. What are you talking about? If y'all remember the movie, he said, knowledge is more than belief. Knowledge is more powerful than belief. Say it with me. see, our people got an imagination, man, because Abraham believed.
Yep.
And it was accounted to him as righteousness. So, our people got imaginations that come from TV and everywhere else. And we got to cast those down according to the word of God, man. Bring people in subjection, man. Hey, we got another super chat, man, from Jacqueline Bell. All praise to the Most High. Thank you for that donation.
Hey, also remember, the phone lines are open. 405-203-22. Hold on. 2244. There we go. I was about to go back to the old one for some reason. 2244-283-2244.
Okay, yeah, call in. Hey, so let's open up with that first video, man. Let them know what this is. Where we at? Go ahead. Come on. Turn it up.
Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now.
Pause it. I see this video. Hey, I know it's AI, but he really probably doing it at home somewhere out. He's really doing it. He's really doing this stuff.
Trump. If DJ Trump is doing this at home with Melania,
right? Damn.
He real deal crazy.
I 100% believe he be doing that at home.
That's the funniest part. Go ahead, play it, man.
What I'm whipping up.
Look at it.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now.
He walk like that too.
What I'm whipping up.
JD Vance.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area.
Hey, man. AI is scary, man.
Yes. Man, what? Yes.
That's getting scary where you can manipulate stuff like this and it looks almost real. Wow.
Right.
Man, they gonna get us, y'all. They gonna take us down by, hey, be some ish. If you go down, you get your head chopped off by Nero for an AI video.
That's what they gonna have to do because we ain't committing crime. So like an AI has to do crime.
Yep, you're exactly right. They're going to do that, man. Hey, all praise to the Most High. Hey, go ahead with your shout-outs, Captain.
Shout-outs to Savannah, Bath Israel for the super chat. Most High Christ bless. Shout-out to EZ144K.
Hey, a shout-out to Andrew Jones, 3741 for the super chat, man. All praise to the Most High, man. All praise. We already planning a new look for CDI for y'all helping us out. So all praises, man. That's helping. So finish that out, man. Go ahead and play it. It gets better.
I got the strap. Hey, I gotta carry him. Yeah, I'ma go into this. Yeah, this is gorilla. Yeah, I'ma go get the bag. Yeah, or I'ma get the bag. Yeah, I'm so cold like yeah. I'm so dull like yeah. We gon' blow like yeah.
Crazy, man.
This is America.
This is America. Hey, man, shout out to EZ144K. You did that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hey, here's another one of Trump and AI with the Taco Venezuela. Look at this one. This is crazy.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit. And I stole it. Like, bro, but niggas don't understand. I talk facts. Vlad, I talk facts.
Oh, you're right.
The hell is this?
Don't even deny it. That's cool.
I talk facts. What deny? What, nigga? Give me that, nigga. Okay. You know when a nigga got a girl, her shit fat? Bro, you don't know what to do with that. Give me that.
Man, y'all know what voice it is behind that? Tekashi 6ix9ine, man.
Hey, and I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people might laugh at it, but the reason why these memes are made up, because this is how he's really talking in the media.
Yes.
He is really like, no, we went and took it. We stole it. That's all. That's our oil. We're gonna take it back. Because you gotta think, a lot of the presidents before, politicians before, it's the same MO. They've been doing the same stuff. They've been going, like when they went to Iraq, same thing with Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, Noriega, these different countries that they've went under the guise of they had weapons of mass destruction, drugs, things of that nature, but they wanted the oil.
That's it.
They would dumb it down or downplay it, use tact in the media. Trump is like, no, It's our land. We're gonna go take our land back. We're gonna take our oil back. And guess what? We coming for Cuba. We coming for Colombia. We coming for Nicaragua. We coming for Greenland. Wow. He done named 11 countries this week that he's targeted.
Sure has, man. He ain't playing.
So that's where you get these memes. These memes ain't far fetched.
Yep.
As when it comes to it.
Yep. There's some truth in them, man. Yep. Hey, shout out to brother Moshe Levi as well for the super chat, man. We appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Hey, so as this is going on, one thing that the world is not taking into account is who are the Venezuelans. So they don't know who they are. We do. Is why God gave us this knowledge to let you know who they are. So let's get into that a little bit before we go into the stuff, because it's going to lead up to why it's happening to them when you first know who they are in the Bible. So pull up that chart for them, the 12 tribes chart. It's for all of y'all that say this is fake and it's not real. Well, we put the ball in your court. Well, who are these people then? Who are they in the Bible if they are not who we say they are on this chart then? Tell us who they are. What did God call them in the Bible? Because remember, y'all love to say, God made everybody. He's the God of all people. Yeah, he is. So what he called the Venezuelans then in the Bible? Because the show, I ain't never, let me know. Maybe it's in the New King James English version, KJV, LGBT, BBL version. What did I be saying? Maybe it's in there. That maybe they got Venezuelans in it. Because I've never read it in the King James. Right. I've never read that stuff, man. So according to the Bible, if they can see that, man, the Venezuelans are actually the tribe of Asher. That's who they be right there. Y'all see it on there from Colombia to Uruguay. So that's include the Colombians as well as including those in Brazil as well. Venezuela, and then those that are on the west coast side of South America, they are known as Naphtali. You see them at the bottom where it says Argentina and Chile. Those are known as Naphtali. So we know who they are according to the Bible. And if you dispute that, well, jump then, Negro. Right. Come on, we ready.
Call in 405-283-2244.
Yeah. Now play that video because I made a little quick short about it. I try to do as much as I can in a minute because people's attention span. They clock out after 61 seconds. Like a 2-year-old. So, like a 2-year-old. So I got to make it short, and I got a lot of flack for this. But let's play it real quick. I'm about to blow y'all mind with this one. With everything going on in the news about Venezuela, have you stopped and asked yourself, who are they in the Bible? I know you haven't, but they are actually from the lost 12 tribes of Israel, known as the tribe of Asher in the Bible. Right. Let me prove it to you. In Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 24, it speaks of the tribe called Asher. And look what it says. It says, let him be acceptable to his brethren and let him dip his foot in oil. When it comes to Venezuela, what are they known for? They are known for having the world's largest oil deposits. And what is happening to them now? They're suffering the curses that are found in Deuteronomy 28, verse 33 to be specific, which says, the fruit of thy land and all thy labor shall a nation eat up which thou knowest not, and thou shalt be oppressed. And what is happening? These curses are coming back over and over again throughout time. So who is Venezuelans in the Bible? They are actually the tribe of Asher. There we go. So that was a quick breakdown, man. And people be wanting to go to the comments. People be wanting more than what it is. They always got something to say about it. Yep. But it's only so much you could do within a minute. You wouldn't even watch it if it was a 60-minute breakdown of who they was, because we could stay on it that long. Right. But it would give you a little bit in an hour. And look what this Negro here looking like a damn clown on the side over there, man. Blue Marvel 0. Read that for us, Rita.
Comments, Blue Marvel 0. That's called eisegesis right there. Stop reading fallacies into the Bible, sir.
That's what they say. You read fallacies into the Bible.
I'm sorry, these dumb urban apologetics, dumb black Christians, they use these terms and they use them out of context. Right. Because eisegete means to, I'm going to read it because, most people might not know. It says, conversantly is reading one's own ideas, biases, or preconceived notions into the text. That's what they mean, eisegete. Yeah. We ain't do that. We read the scripture was plain. It says, let his foot be dipped in oil. You see it. They have some of the largest oil reserves, and it ain't just in Venezuela, in Brazil, in the Amazon rainforest, Colombia, that whole region right there. So that ain't us putting our own ideas into the text. But
that's what it say.
What Christians don't realize, y'all eisegete.
Oh, straight up.
Because John 3:16, you say, oh, that's for everybody, and that ain't in the text.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah. Go to that next comment. Look at this. It's read that one for us.
Cloud9 Express, bruh, this could fit anybody that has been taken advantage of for their oil. Like the Native Americans whose land were stolen, who had oil underneath their feet.
You know that, and I replied to this comment. You know how we know that they are not the tribe of Gad, like it says in the Bible, is because we know exactly what happened to the Native Americans.
Right.
It tells you exactly how they would be taken advantage of. It don't say because of their oil.
Right.
It says a troop would overcome Gad. That's Genesis 49:19.
Yep. And that's what happened.
And that's exactly what happened. We can read, so we know
the
why,
United States
what happened
Cavalry.
to them. The United States Cavalry, Andrew Jackson.
Yep.
We know what happened to them. And we know how the Venezuelans are Asher because why? God left that clue. Hey, man, there's going to be abundance of oil over here. And you know what's new to me? I did not know they had more oil than Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until it started coming out. I know they had a lot of oil, but I didn't know it was more than Saudi Arabia, which is known for having oil.
Because they try to dumb it down like, oh, it's heavy crude oil, it's expensive, people don't really want it. That's hip talk. That's all that is.
Straight up. Hey, so play that little short that they got about Asher.
Did you know the United States is quietly sealing off Venezuela's coastline?
Yep.
And most people have no idea what's happening. Right now, 12 warships, an aircraft carrier, and dozens of fighter jets are operating around Venezuela with one clear mission: stop sanctioned oil tankers from entering or leaving the country. For Venezuela, this is devastating because nearly 90% of its earnings come from oil. Salaries, food imports, fuel, and survival itself all depend on it. Oil is the lifeline of the nation. For the United States, this is not a blockade. Washington calls it law enforcement against sanctioned ships. Maduro, on the other hand, is mobilizing.
Yeah, you just hit the space bar. What's real? Because they're commandeering ships over there.
Yeah.
Because they commandeered, I believe one was Russia's, and they once they realized it was Russia's, they let it go. And then I believe a few ships from China.
Yeah.
Which I'm telling you, man. Listen,
it's going down.
This Bible is a true book.
Yep. Go ahead, play that.
Devastating because nearly 90% of its earnings come from oil. Salaries, food imports, fuel, and survival itself all depend on it. Oil is the lifeline of the nation. For the United States, this is not a blockade. Washington calls it law enforcement against sanctioned ships. Maduro, on the other hand, is mobilizing a large number of armies. Around 4.5 million militia fighters are trained just to handle any invasion attempt from U.S., which is nearly 15% of the total population. It has submarines, fighter jets, and warships. But against the overwhelming power of the U.S. Navy, that force is heavily outmatched. Right now, 3 Venezuelan tankers were seized in a single month. And if this escalation
continues... It cut off, huh? Okay, go ahead.
The situation could spiral fast.
There you go. So that's what's been going on with them. Give me that in 2nd Esdras, chapter 5 and verse 42.
In biblical terms, the Bible will call that besieged.
Yep, exactly right. We're going to get it. Get that 2nd Esdras 5, verse 42. Let's read that.
2nd Esdras chapter 5 and verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring.
A ring is circular, right? It's circular. And that's what he's saying his judgment is. It keeps coming around over and over and over again. How do we know that be true? Because when you read the curses of Deuteronomy 28, it did not only happen when the Romans came against them when Christ walked the earth. Nope, they went into slavery to Assyria. And then they went into slavery to Babylon, and then to Persia, and then to the Greeks, and then to the Romans. It kept happening over and over again. God said, my judgment is like a ring. Keep reading.
Like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
Nope, God's patient. Because he don't dwell in time. He ain't worried about, I got to do it in year 200. He going to do it every time he get ready to. It's just going to come right back around because he don't deal with time. He patient. He bring that judgment whenever he want to. And it's for us to have our eyes open and understand and see the signs that God is trying to show us in the judgments. And the sign is what? Repent. Right. Stop sinning. You had something, Cap?
No, I was going to follow up Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah, that's what we're going.
Saying the same thing. Deuteronomy 28, 45 and 46.
Well, before we get that, give me that in Deuteronomy 33. Deuteronomy 33 and go to where it talks about Asher. Because we want to give a quick breakdown of them. And you'll see why this is going on with them. Read that for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 24.
Come on.
And of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren.
Now he said, let him be blessed with children and let him be acceptable to his brethren. We'll go through that. I want to get to the main point, though. Go ahead.
And let him dip his foot in oil.
Let him dip his foot in oil. And now read the next verse, too. This is how we know they Asher.
Right.
Go ahead.
Thy shoes shall be iron and brass.
If you look up what Brazil means, it's a Hebrew word for iron. That's what it means. And what's found there, it's a whole lot of that in Brazil. Go ahead.
And as thy days, so shall thy strength be.
Now it said, let him dip thy foot in oil. Can you pull up that image about what they look like when it comes to oil? Pull up that image for us, IT. IT, you are IT, Jazz.
Yeah, today.
Oh, they can see it?
I take a break
Let me
today.
know what's up, man. I'm looking at this. I don't know.
Hey, man, he sit up there like,
It's on there.
It's on there. It's been there.
I've been there. But according to world statistics, as you can see here, read that for us from the top.
Venezuela holds world's largest crude oil reserves. With 303 billion barrels, it accounts for nearly 20% of global proven reserves.
Man, and look how much more they have than Saudi Arabia and Iran, man. Wow. Barrels of oil. How big is a barrel? Well, you know, the ones that black folk cut open and use to put on the grill. So we have a big grill. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
50-gallon drum or something?
Yeah, a drum. Is 50-gallon drum? Is that how big a barrel is? Somebody put that in the
I'm looking at that right now. 1 barrel oil is equivalent to 42 U.S.
gallons.
gallons.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of oil, y'all. And it says Venezuela holds the world's largest crude oil reserve. What did God say? Read that part again, that bottom half.
And let him dip his foot in oil.
Let him dip his foot in oil. And that's what we talk about. That's Brazil, that's Colombia. All of that got a whole lot of oil.
That's 12,000 gallons.
Dang. Wow. Now look at this. And then on top, so you don't get it confused with Iran or Saudi Arabia or Iraq like they were saying in the comments of my video, it gives you more detail to let you know that the Venezuelans are the tribe of Asher. When you read more into that, it says, let Asher be blessed with children. It's a whole lot of them. But it also says, let him be acceptable to his brethren. Why would it say that? Can you pull up the pictures about the people that live in the Amazon area of South America? It says, let him be acceptable to his brethren, because a lot of them are still what we would call wild or primitive.
Primitive, right.
Look at this right here. This don't get no more wild or primitive than that right there. You can tell they don't know what the hell an iPhone is.
Right.
They ain't never used AOL dial-up.
Right.
They don't know what an oven is. They don't live by. What the hell is that? I didn't know that was an animal he was cooking.
Yeah.
Damn, that looked like a dang mongoose, don't it? Wow. I thought it was a stick too. It looked like a daggone mongoose or something. Damn.
It ain't chicken.
It sure the hell ain't chicken. That look like damn baby seal, don't it? It might be a damn honey badger.
It could be.
They ain't scared of nothing over there. They're still jaguars and all that type of stuff in the Amazon jungle. And they don't, I guarantee you, them jaguars see them and they take off.
Right.
Wow. Show that other image
one,
right there. Look at that. It says first contact, lost tribe of the Amazon. So when God says, let Asher be acceptable to his brethren, that's because all his brethren will be living in the 21st century. We done kept up with the times, but some of our brothers from the tribe of Asher, they still living in what we would call stone ages.
Right.
In ancient time. Very primitive. But guess what? They still the children of God. Wow. Yep. They still the tribe of Asher.
That's right.
And we have to accept that as the other tribes and say, oh man, we ain't taking the gospel of Christ to them at all. You know, we might have to try to. Some of them. Yeah, man.
To the roots.
Cause you know they'll hit you with an arrow. You come through there, man. Yeah. So this is how we know this ain't Iraq. This ain't no Iran.
Nope.
No, they not blessed with a lot of children, and they not acceptable to thy brethren. No, it's talking about those that live in South America, still ancient and primitive times. Now, pull up that video about Maduro. Maduro got it. Now, see, this is one thing, and y'all notice, whenever it came to kings and queens, compared to the rest of the population, you know, the kings and queens learned at a different level.
Yes. Right.
They had private tutors. They learned many different languages, and they learned history. When you was like a prince or anything, you had to be well versed in history throughout time. And this is the same thing that goes on with your presidents and your elected officials all over the world. They know more than the common folk that work at Walmart, that walk the streets. They are learned in world history, in politics, in religions. They know these things. And Maduro, he let it come out of his mouth that he knows the history of the Venezuelans. He knows it. And this ain't old. Y'all see that? Pull it up for him to show that when he said this. I just want the image. He said that in June of 2025. That ain't old. This ain't old. He said that back in 97.
Right.
No, that was just a few months ago.
Less than a year ago.
Less than a year ago. So these higher ups, they know who they are. It's just some of them don't come out and say it because they got to be politically correct to, get the votes of the people. And if you say you are one thing that is not the majority of the people, they'll ostracize you, and they'll alienate you. And then as a president, you're done for.
Yep.
But let's play that video because Bishop brought this out in his class this past Sabbath called "The Black Winter."
Black Winter
is coming. I think it was the Black Winter. Bishop, if you listen, let us know what that was. It was the Black Winter. I know it was the Black Winter. It was Abraham Terah. Forget the rest of it.
Black Winter is Jacob's trouble.
The Black Winter is Jacob's trouble. If you didn't watch that class, man, it's on IUIC in the classrooms. Go back and watch it. Bishop went into this for 3 hours. And this is how you know that Bishop, we don't know who he is, but he's somebody. Y'all remember when he opened up the class, he said, I had a whole different class that I was going to teach today.
But because of events,
I put this together yesterday. 3 hours of class filled with history, prophecy, present time, and all kind of information. Yeah, I put this together yesterday because all of this stuff, drop of a dime. That lets you know the Spirit of the Lord is back on the earth with his prophets. Teach you anything at a drop of a dime, man. Yeah. Shout out to Bishop Nathaniel and the rest of the bishops and the deacons, man. So let's play that. Turn him up for us.
Venezuelans. Nicolas Maduro claims he is a real Jew, unlike Bibi Netanyahu.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
Maduro then questioned Netanyahu's Jewish lineage and bizarrely suggested that he himself carries true Jewish ancestry. I am a Christian, but Jewish blood runs through my veins. Sephardic blood from the authentic Jews of the 12 tribes.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there?
Stop right there.
Those of Moses.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know the
Jews
spacebar, man. Come on, man. Just spacebar. Anywhere on there. Watch this. I'm gonna let y'all notice that signs point to that he's been watching IUIC. I'm not going to confirm it, but it's signs point to, because what did he say? He said Sephardic Jew.
Right.
Ain't no other camp that has been putting it out there that the real Jews came from Spain on slave ships first to America, and he said Sephardic. Bishop been teaching that for the last year and a half. No other Israelite camps, you don't find that knowledge just by happen chance and say, no, I'm an authentic Jew. One of the Sephardics, meaning over there in Spain and over that area, the real, not let Netanyahu in them. I'm the real deal. You don't happen to stumble upon that without receiving that from somebody that's more learned than you.
Yep.
I'm not going to confirm it, but it sounds like it, because run it back a little bit, man, so people can see that. Run it back.
Sephardic blood from the authentic Jews of the 12 tribes.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? Go ahead.
Those of Moses. Those Jews of the 12 tribes who are not the ones in charge today in the state of Israel. Those who govern today are under Netanyahu are not authentic Jews.
Come on, man.
He is a
and two, because I'm with you on that.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna to her, but it sounds like it.
Even if he didn't, all praises to the Lord. The understanding is going out.
Yeah.
He is confirming. He's like, listen, I know who I am according to the Bible. I ain't like them fake Israelites over there in the land today.
Yeah.
Either way, all praises to the Lord. This lets you know the truth and the spirit of God is moving in the earth.
Yes, sir. That's right. Finish that video out.
Hodgepodge, who comes from Poland, Maduro said.
Y'all see that thing right there?
That's it. That's hodgepodge convert, and that's what a lot of people don't know. But like I said, them higher ups, they know who we are. They know who the people of South America is as well. And you know how we know they know? Because they write books about it. And you want to hide anything from Negroes, all you got to do is put it in a book. Now, and this is...
I want to get the scripture. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Let's get good Revelations 3. Give me Revelations 3 and then give me Wisdom of Solomon.
Bring it up.
Revelations 3, verse 9. We can read 2 and 9, but I like 3 and 9.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9.
Let's go.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but
the
do
people
lie.
Saying they're Jews, the nation saying they're Jews, is them so-called Jewish, which is Amalek according to the Bible. That's who's saying they Jews. Venezuelans ain't going around saying they Jews.
Yeah.
Negroes ain't going around saying they Jews.
Yep.
So the Bible's letting you know who it's talking about. He called them the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and what?
And are not.
But they ain't. And that's what Maduro is bringing out and letting you know, like, hey, listen, I know who I am. They ain't the real people. They hodgepodge. Read on.
But do lie.
And they do lie.
That's right.
Now watch this. Get Wisdom of Solomon real quick. Because I like that word hodgepodge. Get that Wisdom of Solomon. Still talking about the same people. Verse 16.
What chapter?
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 16.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 16.
Bring it out. Now, when you read chapter 2, it's going into the wicked. But watch this, read. How they're speaking in regards to the righteous. Read.
We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
As what?
As counterfeits.
That's your hodgepodge right there.
Go.
They are counterfeits. They stole our heritage. They stole our history. They are counterfeits. Read.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
And guess what? We ain't doing none of it. That's why we don't subscribe to their ways, the damn Z-seats and the damn head on
right.
it. All their ways is filthiness. That's why all their traditions and customs you see ain't from the Bible.
Yep.
Read on. The Talmud is not,
what's it's called?
The Talmud, that ain't biblical. Read on.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father.
God, we make our boast that God is our father. Yeah. They ain't the father of them dirty Amalekites. Yep. Anyways, that's it. Go ahead.
All praises, man. All praises. So, hey, as I was saying, you know that how we know that they know is because they write books about it.
Yes.
And any you want to hide anything from Negroes, all you got to do is put it in a book.
Yep.
And this is why I understand now about Rudolph R. Windsor, who's a black historian, and Dr. Ben Yakinan, who's an explorer, who's a historian as well. That's the one that's, he knew that we was Jews as well. But you look at the books that they wrote about us being the Israelites, and they put like cartoons on the front of the book. I'm thinking like, they historians, why would you make it look so kiddie? I understand, because if black folks don't see it and it's interesting, they will never even dare to pick up that book. That's why Source magazines and all those rap things, they've got enticing images on it,
right,
to draw you in, because they know if black if black folk don't like the way it look, man, we ain't dare picking that thing up. Black folk don't pick up no. You know how
you gotta have pictures with color. Man, you know I used to be. You in the library, you flipping through the books. If you didn't see no pictures, you put it there back.
Yeah, facts. You open up, do that. I ain't reading all that.
Dang, well, we under the curse. The words gotta be big.
Yeah, that's how we be, man.
You said the words gotta be big.
Yeah. Source.
Oh man.
Slam. Y'all remember Slam? Y'all remember Slam?
Slam.
I used to get that, man.
Yeah.
What about Lowrider? Y'all used to get Lowriders? Y'all do Lowriders?
Yeah, I did the Lowriders.
So y'all did Lowriders? Okay. Oh, crazy. Yeah. Hey, I used to want me some 13s back in the day, man. Some white walls.
Right.
I was gonna put some mustard with the mayonnaise on there. Y'all know nothing about that. That's E40. Oh, that's E40. Y'all know nothing about that. The mustard and the mayonnaise. All right. Let me stop. Let me stop. Hey, but pull up that book that and let's see who it's written by. Go ahead.
Christopher Columbus and the Participation of the Jews in the Spanish and Portuguese Discoveries by Dr. M. Kayserling.
So this is Christopher Columbus. It's got his journal writings in it. It's historical. You see they got the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. Y'all, everybody learned that in middle school. You had to put that on there. You wouldn't pass it if you didn't know white man history.
Yep.
So let's go inside this book and let's see what he says about on page 97. Y'all see, I done been in this thing right here. Mm-hmm. Indians and Israelites. This is why we don't debate y'all content creators on TikTok and Instagram try to lure us into debates. Man, just be quiet. Just learn from us, man.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. We've been reading these books about who we are way longer than y'all even known that we was Israelites. So let's start from the top of that. Let's read the highlighted parts of it.
The descent of the Americans is, in fact, a question which has often been discussed since the discovery of America down to the present day.
All right, jump down to the next highlighted part.
It is not improbable that the Jews who were driven from Nineveh by Salmanassar wandered into uninhabited regions.
To uninhabited regions. All right, you can finish read that all the way down.
According to Herrera, the Indians cherished the tradition that Yucatan had been settled by tribes of the Orient.
Orient means the east. Yucatan is in the Mexico area. Go ahead.
Several writers give the exact route by which the Jews traveled until they settled in Cuba.
And where?
In Cuba.
Hold on, it says the exact route. Wait a minute. Wow. They know the exact route that the Hispanics or Native Americans of the South America, they knew the exact route that they took. Come on, man. This is one thing about Esau. Esau keep records.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know how we black folk are. You know what we do. You give us a paper with a bunch of words in it, and let's be honest. I want everybody to be honest on here on the panel. I want y'all to be honest. That are watching. You on TikTok, you be panel. How many of y'all read the fine print before y'all go and sign your name on a dotted line? Or do you go straight to the bottom and sign it?
Straight to the bottom.
We're pretending we read it.
Hey, right. We hold it.
You tell them to hold on. Okay. You going to page? You ain't looked at that one sentence.
You say, Jack, hold on. I'm looking over it. Make sure I ain't signing my name. You ain't reading none of that stuff. You read one word here, one word there. Yeah. And you give it right back to him, man.
Oh, man, that's
You could have just signed yourself into slavery. You don't know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
A lot of these entertainers actually do sign themselves back into slavery, Cap. Because they don't read the fine print. They just want the glitz, the glam, the fame. Yep. So they sign their life.
What's those contracts called that they be having?
360
Hey, we got somebody here that know. Yeah. 360 deals. Yeah.
360 deals.
I was gonna see if Zay knew if he signed himself into a 360 deal. Zay got a lifetime contract with the Lord.
Right.
He got to make music forever. Because God gave him that talent. And if he don't use it, the Lord gonna be like, hey man, where was the albums at?
Oh man. Praise. Hey, shout out to sister
Natalia.
I was about to say Natalie.
No, it's Natalia.
Natalia.
Yeah.
For the super chat. Hey, she be consistent.
All praise. Appreciate it, sister Natalia.
Appreciate you.
Make sure he say your name right.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Say Natalia. That ain't Natalia. It's Natalia.
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
I got you, sis. All praise. Appreciate the super chat.
I'll jack up a name.
Hey, so let's go to the next one on the inside. The next page, 96. Now watch what it says on page 96. Go ahead.
Montesinos, who possessed the manuscript of Luis Lopez, the learned bishop of Quito, was convinced that the Peruvians were of Jewish origin.
Wait a minute, the who?
Peruvians.
Now wait a minute, ain't Peru down there in South America too, right?
Yep.
Right there in Colombia, right there by Venezuela, right there by Brazil. They all brothers and sisters right there. He said, I'm convinced that they the Jews. Go ahead, keep reading.
The view of Roldan and of Gregorio Garcia that the Aborigines of America were descendants of the Jews.
Come on, man. This is what they know. They know who these people are, and they have done everything in their power to remove them from that by giving them Catholicism. Because they knew who they was when they first came into contact with them. Now jump down to the highlighted part down there, a Portuguese.
A Portuguese Marano of Villa Flor.
Whoa, wait a minute. What did you say?
Morano.
Man, all right.
Morano.
He's fancy as a reader, ain't he? He rolling. Morano. Yeah, Belize. Oh, he's been to Belize a few times. Morano.
You one of them Judites to say you Northern Kingdom.
He is gay. No, he's a tribe of Gad now, man. Deacon has claimed him.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a tribe of Gad.
He's tribe of Gad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Deacon Joshua said he Gad now.
Oh, hey, we do got a caller on the line.
We got a caller? Okay,
yes, sir. Hey, caller, you're live on the air. This Casting Down Imaginations. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, I'm Adams. How you doing? I'm from I stay in Georgia right now.
Hey, what's going on, Alex?
I just want to say, I'm not Adams. How you doing?
Adams, okay.
Man.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm from the tribe of Levi. You feel me?
Hey, that's right. Safeway. Hey, you speak Creole?
Yeah, I speak Creole.
Okay, all right, Safeway. Suck my say, man. All right, go ahead, man.
Probably mine, not too bad. Hey, man, I'm a junkie for the truth, man.
All praise.
I ain't gonna lie. I just came home, so I'm in some little situation where I'm end up going to the school in Atlanta, but I'll be at the house, man. I watch all the classes, from cyber classes, from
that's right.
Schedule Plantation, the Shout Out Tuesday, the Power Hour.
Right.
Going right on the wall,
all
the way throughout the week. So I'm happy, that the men of the Lord, putting in a brick. You feel me?
Yeah.
I heard you say something about going to the Amazon, like they might poke you. Hey, we gotta go out there. Like they don't know what's going on.
Right.
That's right, man. That's right, man. Hey, Lord's will, you get into this fight, man. We gonna see. We sending you down there.
I don't know. I got a felony. I don't know if I can leave the states, but I go to the felony friendly state.
If it be of the Lord.
All praises, man. Hey, we appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate you, man. Keep watching it. Keep tuning in. Stay diligent, bro.
All praises, man. Let's get to that. Let's read that Portuguese right there again.
A Portuguese Marano of Villa Flor, who, strange to say, also called himself Montesinos, and afterwards assumed the name Aaron Levi, informed Manasseh that he had mingled in South America.
Mingled in where?
In South America.
Mingled in South America with who?
With Jews of the 10 tribes.
Come on, man. Stop playing with us, man. Stop in them comments. I'm telling you this. When y'all come against Israelites, you better be a damn scholar. You better have all your T's crossed and dot all your I's, because what y'all don't know is that we just give you the basics of what we know. We give you the surface level just to catch your attention, and then we can water the seed that the Lord has planted. So when we say something that's online, best believe we have fact checked this. Yep. It's been ran through the bishops, through the deacons, through captains, through officers. It's been history checked before we even give it to you.
Yeah. Hey, and we don't care what you dumb urban apologetics say. Well, that's not scholarly work. That doesn't recognize. Listen, the Bible is the foundation.
Right.
These secondary books are in place to support what we already know that's in the Bible.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. So that's how we know that the secondary source is correct.
Yep.
Because you read it in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible is what gives validity to these secondary books, not the other way around.
Yep. Good point, man. That's it. That's the only reason, because it coincides with what the meshes with what the Bible says. So we know, okay, that's true, because we first fact check it with God.
Right.
Get that in Romans chapter 3. Romans chapter 3, and let's get to the point. Let's read 1 and 2. Let's read 1 down to 3 real quick.
Romans chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
What advantage then hath the Jew? Or what profit is there of circumcision? Much every way. Chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Some of you still won't believe, even though we give you biblical scriptures and we give you history from history books, from scholars, from historians that actually do it. You working a 9 to 5, man. You ain't doing this stuff.
And on top of that, a lot of these books when they were written, you couldn't even read them.
Right.
We couldn't even read them.
Yep, straight up. Go ahead, finish it out. Verse 4.
God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
That's why we check with God first. That's why the Bible is the foundation of our sources, and then we branch out with secondary sources. God said this, okay, let's see if there's some books on that. Oh, okay, this matches up with what God says. That book can be credible. At least this part of it, what he wrote, is credible. So always check with God first, man. But so that's who Venezuelans are. They the tribe of Asher. As you see, the historian said, hey man, South America, those are the Jews of the 10 tribes of Israel.
That's right. Hey, you know what's heavy about Maduro coming out and saying that things to that nature? Because he ain't the first dignitary to come out and say. You had the man, what was his name from Egypt?
Gamal Nasser.
Then you had the other dude, I forgot where he was from, but you've had dignitaries come out and say it. But the difference is, this is the first dignitary you've really seen of our people come out and say it. And that's where it's a problem. Because they know who we are as a nation of people. Esau know, these other nations know, they're in cahoots. Get that Psalms 83.
Yeah.
Get that Psalms 83.
Wow!
Read verse 3. Start verse 2.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 2.
Let's go.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
All these enemies of these other nations, they are the enemies of God. They have made a tumult, primarily Esau, because when you read the chapter, it goes through all the nations. Esau, Ishmael, the real Africans, Hamites, the Chinese, Moab, Ammon, all these, it says they have made a tumult.
They posted
and lifted the Syrian president, right. Read on.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden
How they
ones.
took crafty counsel was to hide our identity. And they did it through their policies, through their craft. And what did they do? They put it in these books to let each other know. Because understand that these were Caucasian eyes only books. These weren't books for us to read and to know. That's why we made a statement. When you read a book, we want to see pictures, and we want to see Dr. Seuss books. That's what we want to read. This was for them, so that they could continue to know through their generations, these the real people. This is what you need to do to keep them asleep. Read on.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Maybe no more in remembrance. So all these nations are in cahoots with knowing who the Israelites are. That's why you've had some of these dictators like the Syrian president, the dude from Egypt. He said, how'd y'all leave black and come back white? Like they know who we are.
Hey, it's a good point. You say they know who we are of other nations, and they only let it out when they mad at
each
Esau.
other. Right.
That's going in the Syrian president. He only said that when he was mad at Esau. That means he been known.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that to benefit us
I want those 12 tribes to wake up. No, he didn't do that. And then going into Gamal Nasser, he only said it because he was at war with Amalek. He only brought it out because of that.
But the difference with what you see with Maduro, he's an Israelite. He really is of the 12 tribes, and he knows, and that's the problem. That's why, because we talked about it over the last Sabbath, and even Deacon Joshua touched it on the Power Hour yesterday, where we talk about make the time short. And we think about the Lord shortening the days. That really don't make the time short. What makes the time short is these prophecies coming to pass, these prophecies being fulfilled, and you see that. So don't be surprised. He ain't gonna be the first. He ain't gonna be the last dictator of our people that come out and say, they the fake Jews, we the real people, and that's what's really gonna turn this heat up. Because that's what they don't want, us unifying and coming together as a nation of people.
That's right, exactly right. All right, all praise. Hey, so let's get into what actually happened is going on with them. Pull up that definition. Let's read it for the people.
Imperialism, a policy of extending a country's power and influence through diplomacy or military force.
So that's what really happened with Venezuela was imperialism. America came down, not through diplomacy, because that's not how they get down. Everything they have taken over has all come through military force, and they've subjugated the people through that imperialism. Now, I have found a book, because we research. We actually research this stuff before we teach it to you. It's a book right here. Go to that next image. And this is a book called Against Empire, 1995 by Michael Perinetti. And on this website, you can see it says, History is a Weapon, Imperialism 101. So let's read what he says about imperialism. Because most black folk, we only know about colonialism, which is to go in there and rape the resources of a people. But it's a difference between imperialism and colonialism, because colonialism, they go in and take the resources of the people, but they also move the people from different places from one to another. Imperialism don't do that. It leave you where you are, and it just takes what you got. And look what it says about imperialism. Read that for him.
Imperialism has been the most powerful force in world history over the last 4 or 5 centuries, carving up whole continents while oppressing indigenous peoples and obliterating entire civilizations.
Hold on, what does imperialism do?
Sheesh.
Oppressing indigenous peoples and obliterating entire civilizations.
And I want y'all to, it's important that you remember that, because you've been hearing Trump and Rubio and all of them say, oh, we're going to do better for the Venezuelan people. They're free now. They're going to have untold riches. That's not what imperialism does. No. It oppresses indigenous people and obliterates entire civilizations. Name the last time you seen a Native American.
Thank you. I was about to say that. You want an example? Look right here in this country with Native Americans, even with blacks. They all they do is oppress, and that's the same thing that's gonna happen with Venezuela.
The same thing. Go ahead, finish it out.
Yet it is seldom accorded any serious attention by our academics, media commentators, and political leaders. When not ignored outright, the subject of imperialism has been sanitized.
They're not really telling you how terrible it is. Right. Go ahead.
So that empires become commonwealths and colonies become territories or dominions. Or, as in the case of Puerto Rico, commonwealths too.
And so for people that don't know, Puerto Rico, a whole Spanish-speaking island of the Taínos, which is the tribe of Ephraim in the Bible, they are a colony or Commonwealth of America that don't get to vote for the president.
Right.
Wow. None of them get to vote on who rules them. Why? Because they've been subjugated by imperialism and colonialism. They have to, whoever America chooses as their leader, they have to take it. Ain't nothing they can do about it. That's called a slave right there, y'all.
Wow. Sheesh.
That's all it is. They can't sugarcoat that at all. It's a slave. Go ahead, finish it out.
Imperialist military interventions become matters of national defense, national security, and maintaining stability in one or another region.
And that's what Trump has been touting this as. It's national defense. It's national security. So imperialism is just colonialism on steroids.
Right.
That's
and that's how you know, because they claim that they have certain policies in place. There's national laws that you're supposed to be governed by with NATO and the UN. Also, he's supposed to get congressional approval before doing these things. And none of that happened.
Right. Nah.
And ain't nothing happened to this man.
Nope.
Ain't nothing happened to this country. Everybody's like, hey, this is America. That's how you know it's imperialism.
Right.
And they roll in that same spirit that you read in Revelations of the beast before, the Imperial Roman Empire. Remember that was an imperialist empire. And they roll in the same fashion.
Same fashion, man. Finish that out.
In this book, I want to look at imperialism for what it really is.
Okay, all right. So we ain't going through that the whole book, but just
it's
that.
like it's like for like Tuesday.
No. Hey, on that it says it's oppressing and indigenous people and obliterate entire civilizations. Back in that video that you showed earlier, it showed that 90% of their income was from the oil.
Yeah.
Trump said, we taking this.
Good point. Good point.
So they're not going to no longer benefit from that. America's going to benefit from it. So they're going to be destroyed. That entire civilization destroyed.
Good point right there, man.
And I guess that I would say that there was more pushback from what Israel was doing to Gaza than it was America doing it from Venezuela.
Good point.
And the UN has knowledge that there was a terrorist attack on Israel before they retaliated. Mm-hmm. Venezuela did absolutely nothing to the United States.
Right.
But the NATO or the UN was like, oh, it was good that America took Maduro out and is doing what they're doing.
Right. Ain't nobody put no gas in no ships, no planes, nothing to come fight for this for Venezuela.
And that's how you know we are the people of the book. We fit the curses written in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Because think about it. The reason when you examine Venezuela and what took place, because I'm telling you, Trump uses terms like we're going to take back our oil like it was theirs. Yeah. That's because they nationalized their oil. They decided as a sovereign country, we want to get you privately owned companies up out of here, and we take control because it was 90% of their income, their economics. So. But that's to let you know we fit these curses written in the book because they had no power to stop it.
Dang, good point.
No power to stop it. They decided, you know what? We're going to push America out. We're going to nationalize our oil. We're going to keep this money in-house. Trump said, no. We're going to take it back. And there was nothing we could do about it.
Man, that's a good point, man. Hey, go to Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28, just to back up what he's talking about, imperialism. Let's read that. Deuteronomy chapter 28. And I want you to read verse 31.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 31.
Come on!
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face.
If you know anything about the Israelite way of life in the Bible, the ox and the donkey, which is an ass, that was their wealth. That was their money. It was in farm animals and goats and sheep and things like you read about with Jacob. It wasn't internet and phones and stuff. No, that was their wealth. And that's the same thing here. God is saying, even with Venezuela, I'm going to take away your wealth. I'm going to take that away. And watch what's happened when he takes it away. Read on.
And shall not be restored to thee.
Hey, have you heard Trump talking about, hey, we're going to borrow this 50 million gallons of oil and we're going to give it back to y'all. Right. Yeah, just let us get that money first, and then we'll give you the interest that's left over.
Matter of fact, Cap, even when they asked Donald Trump, they said, you've seized 1.5 million barrels of oil that they've already pumped.
From the tank.
He said, what do you plan on doing? He said, we're going to use it.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's exactly what he said. He said, we using that. Yeah, it's ours. God said, you're not going to get that back. When they take that wealth from you, that's imperialism. You're not getting that back. You're going to be oppressed. Jump down to verse 33.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors.
All thy what?
All thy labors.
That's the Venezuelans. That's Asher down there that's doing them oil rigs. And they know American folk down there making that 303 billion gallons of oil that they have. That's not them. That's us doing it. Read on.
Shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
Always you're going to be oppressed. And watch this. Verse 34.
So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
You mad as hell and can't do nothing about it. God said, yeah, you're going to be mad. You're going to be protesting in the streets. And guess what? It ain't nothing you can do about it when they take it from you.
Because that bottom part, thou shalt only be oppressed and crushed always. Because you might see, because, they're saying, the people are rejoicing, which that's all media propaganda.
Yeah, that's from a soccer match.
That's, right. Some people may be... And like Dean Yashua brought out, the poor, confused of them because they've been oppressed, they may. Because here's what you got to understand about that last part. It says, thou shalt only be oppressed and crushed away. Always. Always. The United States is going to come under the bias of, and you even see it, they say, we're going to restore prosperity in Venezuela. We're going to do all these things. Not realizing, no, they're not. Wow. The reason why they're rolling back sanctions because they got what they wanted. Mm-hmm. Now they control it. Think about it. Here it is. I'm going to kick in your door. I'm a robber. I'm going to come in, kick in your door. I'm going to seize your refrigerator. I'm gonna seize all the food in your refrigerator. I'm gonna see, and I control everything now. Before I broke down the door, though, I put a sanction on you so that food couldn't come in and out. So you ain't really had, so you couldn't really do nothing anyway. Now I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna remove that sanction, but I control the refrigerator now.
Right.
It's just, you in a trick bag. It's the same thing. That's why it says, ye shall be only oppressed and crushed always. Your situation ain't gonna change until you repent and keep God's commandments. Right. That's it.
Right. Now, Cap, now they're gonna fill up the refrigerator.
Right.
And keep it closed.
And keep it closed.
Good point. Fill up the refrigerator, keep it closed, and they only open it when they want it.
When they want it.
Not when you hungry, is when they hungry.
Right.
Yeah.
Their prosperity. When they speak of bringing prosperity back to these countries that they imperialize and colonize, they're talking about their own prosperity.
Right.
They ain't talking about the prosperity of the people that live there, because if you wanted them to prosper, you would allow them to keep their oil naturalized and sell their oil and sell their resources to build up their particular nation. The prosperity they talking about is their own.
Yep, good point.
Can I get verse 44 real quick? Just going on the same lines, because we are the people of this book. We are the ones that's in these curses. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 44. Come on. He shall lend to thee.
He's going to lend to you your own resources.
Your own.
Read.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
Because he done took it.
Damn.
He took it. Read.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Whatever they say, whatever they enforce on us, whatever they say you're gonna do, the rules you're gonna abide by, you forced to sit now, accept it.
Hey, what Trump say? We run the country.
We run it.
He said he's the president of Venezuela.
He's the head. That's the head, and you the tail. That's the curses fitting right there, man. Come on, man, stop it. Hey, let's go to this video though. Hey, it's dry, it's boring. Remember, white folk don't put a bunch of pictures in their books,
right? And they have no seasoning.
Nor do they have any seasoning in their videos. So you got to listen to it. It's real short.
Completely educational.
It's completely educational. It's short, but we got to bear through it. Go ahead.
Marginalizing indigenous cultures and traditions. This often led to the erosion of local identities and a sense of cultural subjugation. Imperialism is widely criticized for its exploitative and oppressive nature. One major critique is its role in creating long-term economic disparities, where colonized regions were left underdeveloped and dependent on former colonial powers. Imperialism also led to significant human suffering, including forced labor, displacement, and the suppression of resistance movements. Culturally, it often resulted in the loss of indigenous traditions and identities, replaced by the imposed values of the imperial rulers. Solutions to imperialism include self-determination, anti-colonial movements, and international cooperation. Self-determination advocates for the right of peoples to govern themselves and make decisions about their political and economic systems. Anti-colonial movements, such as those in India and Africa, sought to end imperial domination and reclaim national sovereignty. International cooperation, as embodied by organizations like the United Nations, emphasizes mutual respect, equality, and collaboration among nations to address global...
Pause, because you got to put the words that ain't there in between the lines. It says organizations like the United Nations emphasize mutual respect, equality, and collaborations among Caucasian nations.
Right.
Understand that. That's what that when they put all that, that's what they talking about. They ain't talking about these what they would call third world countries or these black nations.
Right. Yep.
You know what a perfect example of imperialism or what Venezuela is going to turn into? Haiti.
Yeah.
Burkina Faso before Abraham Traore.
Yep.
Those were all imperialistic regimes.
And
we see how destroyed and beaten those countries are.
Yep. But the thing is too, people don't see it because they go for tourism. They go to all the Caucasian places that they have set up in those, and they say, "Oh man, this place is nice." No, it's not. Go into the alleys of Haiti. Go into the alleys of these places outside of the resorts that you go for tourism, where America set up that tourist place there so they can benefit and keep making money off of the people. The people out there living on crumbs. Their whole economy, a lot of them, is based on tourism. And if they don't make no money when you get off the ship or fly in, they gonna be hungry next week. That's because imperialism doesn't benefit anybody but the imperialists. So all that stuff they talking about, we freed Venezuela, they're gonna have unimaginable wealth, and the wealth they should have got off that oil, but it was hoarded in a handful of people. Man, they doing that stuff here in America. The top 1% of America has more money than all the other 99% in America combined. You think they're going to do anything different in Venezuela?
Right.
You crazy.
Hey, get that Micah 2-in-1.
You're crazy.
Yep.
Shout out to Shalisa and Anthony Nixon again for the super chats. We appreciate that.
He said we buy junk food,
Anthony
coffee
Nixon.
in the AM. Let's donate.
Right.
That's real. Read that.
Micah chapter 2, verse 1.
Come on.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
That's what you've seen with this situation. They devised iniquity. Because think about it. This has been a long-standing operation when it comes to Venezuela. The sanctions, remember, they crippled the economy there with the sanctions. Remember, they had the dollar crisis with Venezuela. All that stuff, all these things play a part. They devise iniquity and they work evil upon their beds. This didn't come out of nowhere. Understand that.
Nah, this is age old. We're going to show what it has morphed into. Hey, shout out to Deborah Taylor as well.
That's right.
For the super chat. She says, keep doing what you do. Our people need to see who the devil is.
That's right.
You ain't lying, sis.
That's right.
You ain't lying. Because, man, Northern Kingdom loves some Esau.
Yep. Man.
Southern Kingdom loves some Esau doctrine.
Facts.
They only won't go to heaven if he can't be there.
Right.
You know, that's crazy. I wouldn't want to go live eternally with Jesus if the white man ain't there with me. That's crazy.
Syndrome right there, boy.
I seen that at Kim.
Oh, man. Is that it on that? Finish that out?
No, sir. When the morning is light, they practice it.
They practice it. How are they able to practice these things, Reed?
Because it is in the power of their hand.
They have the power. We just read that in Deuteronomy 28th chapter.
Yep.
Watch this, Reed.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
That's what you've seen in Venezuela. They coveted that oil and they went and took it.
Yep. Hey,
like blatantly, he said, it is ours now. We control it.
That's good.
What?
That segues into the next video. Look what Venezuela's at the United Nations complaining about what happened.
Yeah.
Look at what they say, man, and they ain't realized this yet because they ain't into the Bible. Play it for them.
Venezuela is the victim of these attacks because of its natural resources. Our country's oil, energy, strategic resources, and geopolitical position have historically been factors of greed and external pressure.
Yep.
When force is used to control resources, impose governments, or redesign states, we are faced with a logic that harks back to the worst practices of colonialism and neocolonialism. Accepting such a logic would mean to open the door to a deeply unstable world in which countries with greater military capacities can decide by force the political and economic destinies of other states. This scenario not only threatens Venezuela, it threatens international peace and security as a whole. If the kidnapping of a head of state, the bombing of a sovereign country, and the open threat of further armed action are tolerated or downplayed, the message sent to the world is a devastating one, namely that the law is
Pause that real quick, because I watched this whole thing. And this goes back to the point I made with the last video where it talks about the UN. They have these rules in place to where they agree, but it's only for Caucasian nations.
Yeah.
Because when you actually watch the whole thing, they had many what you would call black nations speaking and basically voicing their opinion on what Donald Trump and the United States did, that it was wrong, and it opens the gate for other nations. I believe there was a few African countries that spoke about it. A lot of the South American countries spoke on it. But then America comes right around the guy that spoke for it, and he was like, "No,
we gonna play that later."
Oh, you right? You got that? Oh, yeah. He basically said, "We don't care about what none of y'all saying."
I think we do.
We gonna do what we want to do, and what we did was right, because they start saying, "Oh, he was a drug and this and a hindrance," and that's what it is. And ain't nothing. He basically said, "Ain't nothing y'all can do about it."
Wow. Finish it out.
and that force is the true arbiter of international relations.
Hey, get that in Psalms 55, man. And this is why the Bible is so important, that this is the foundation of how we live our life, because God created all people. He know what is in the spirits of people, and he can warn you about who these people are, so you're not deceived to think of them in a different way. God been telling they not gonna change. He knows what's in them. Psalms 55, read verse 20 and 21.
Psalm 55 and verse 20.
Let's go.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Such as be at peace with him, right? Go ahead.
He hath broken his covenant.
He'll break the covenant with people that are allies with him. He don't care who it is. Cause what? Read verse 21.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. But war was in his heart.
Because war's in this man's heart. And we, our brothers and sisters of Venezuela ain't realized who we dealing with.
Right.
We dealing with a man that loves war, man. He is always going to practice those colonial traditions that he does of coming in, taking what's his, bringing war with it, drop bombs, kill whoever, and he gets off on it. He loves a war, man, because that's in his heart. It's in his spirit.
Right. Hey, can I get a precept?
Yeah.
Get Lamentations 4:17 real quick. Because that video we just watched made me think of this. Because a lot of times we'll pull this scripture dealing with our people, how the Stockholm Syndrome, they'll go back to the Christian church, they march and vote and things to try to fix their situations. But even in situations like this, when you really examine the scripture, it's going into that. Read that.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 17.
Let's go.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Our eyes failed for our vain help. Which he was an ambassador of the United Nations speaking on behalf of Venezuela. But you're at the United Nations as if you're going to get some type of help for what happened. The Bible's letting you know that's vain. Read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
And none of those United Nations can save you. We look for a nation that cannot save us because they don't want to save us. And that's even on the level that you see, because I know a lot of times we don't necessarily equate it to the level of that when it comes to United Nations and our people in there speaking on behalf. But that's a prime example of that video we just saw. He went in there seeking help from a nation that could not save him.
Yep.
That's why we got to come back to the laws of God. That's the only thing that is going to get us out of the situations. Guess what, Venezuela? It's only going to get worse until we repent and keep God's commands. Straight up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes,
I'm glad that you said that it's only going to get worse. Let's continue on in chapter 5, verse 2. This is the worst that it's going to turn into.
That's it right there, man.
Lamentations chapter 5 and verse 2.
Come on.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
They're going to take the land and put Edomite resorts on it and suck the resources out with imports and exports.
Just like already have.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying with kicking the door and control the refrigerator. That is what import and exports do. We're going to take your resources and sell it back to you at a higher price that you can't even afford. And you're going to beg us to help you get out of the debt that we put you in. Is going to be a continual cycle. Read on.
Our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows.
Read.
We have drunken our water for money.
That's the imports and exports. Read.
Our wood is sold unto us.
That's the oil.
It comes from their land, and it's going to be sold back to them. Read.
Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest.
And they're going to be working these resorts for crumbs.
Yes.
They're going to be on the cruises, feeding you with the smile. Washy.
Damn.
Read.
We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread.
That's it.
No, read verse 8.
Verse 8. Servants have ruled over us.
Ultimately, that's America. These are servants. Because at one point in time, we did and are supposed to be ruling this earth. But it says servants ruled over us. But watch this, read.
There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand.
All that's going to be taking place, and they still going to be sitting at the UN talking about help.
Ain't nobody coming.
Ain't nobody coming to help.
I'm telling y'all, did nobody gas up no boats,
no planes, no nothing. That's why the only person that can save us out of these conditions is the Black Messiah, Jesus Christ. Understand that. That's why it says there was none to deliver us out of their hand. Because God has got to deliver us out of the hand of this Caucasian man.
All praises, real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, real quick, shout out to Zion for the super chat as well. As well as Fight Forever. We appreciate that. All praise to the Most High. And from Sister Monique Robinson, who says all praises for all y'all hard work, mighty leadership. All praise to the Most High. Go ahead, officer.
Let me get Psalms 85.
I'm telling you.
Go ahead. Psalms what?
Psalms 85.
I had to look at the
Psalms
rotation a little bit.
Psalms 58:4. Because a lot of people say, why is it a bad thing to go to the UN or try to talk to this man in diplomacy? This is why the script, like you said, Cap, the scriptures explain to us how God created each one of these nations.
Right.
Especially the one that's ruling the earth now.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that, the diplomacy that he tries to express amongst his own nations would work with outside nations to him, and it doesn't. This is why I read that.
Psalm 58, verse 4.
Bring it out.
Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
That's that smooth talking.
Yeah.
That's that covenant making. That
Slithering
in. Right. That they break all the time. Read.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Because when you try to use your smooth words towards them, they already know.
When you go to the United Nations?
Yeah, you go to the United Nations. I'm gonna write this big, long speech expressing the evil they're doing to me.
Yeah. They ain't heard nothing.
No.
Hey, Stokely Carmichael, he made who was later named Kwame Ture.
Yeah.
He made a statement.
Yeah.
And he said, in order for nonviolence to work, your opponent must have a conscience. The United States has none. Wow. That's what he said. And that's what you're seeing with here. You're trying to go to a table and work out a solution for your problems and issues with someone that you think has a conscience. But they don't. That's why they will look you in your face and say, so?
It's ours.
It's ours.
Did you finish on that?
We taking it. I'm telling you that. And that's what our people have not understood yet. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
Which will not hearken to the voice of the charmers.
Because you're trying to charm him the way he charmed you.
Yeah.
Right.
This is why you think that charming would work on him. He gave you a seat at the UN. But that wasn't for... That was part of that... That was part of that evil he gave.
You know what the UN? You know what the UN is for Israelite nations that are part of that, for people that are not Edomites. That ain't nothing but therapy.
Right.
Where you go and just talk about your problems.
Yeah, just tell me how bad I'm doing you.
That's it. Just tell me about it. Oh, is that it? Okay, well, next session we'll meet next year and we'll do this all over again.
Right, here's a safe space.
Right, that's it. Get it out.
Just get it all
Nothing
out.
changed. That's all it is. It's therapy.
Hey,
Go ahead, officer.
that's real. Hey, that's real. Because when you watch that video,
That's all it was
When
therapy.
they started, they was like, "Yes, we want to thank all the new nations that came to sit amongst us in this council, the black
Just
nations,
get it out.
to come and just speak and da da da." It's there. You're right.
That's
it
it.
came on like a therapy session. Like,
Go ahead, officer, man.
Yeah, after he said all that grievance, Esau will literally give a vote for all the white people, white nations. Does anybody disagree with what we're doing to Venezuela? No. So we're gonna keep doing it.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your
We
time.
appreciate you. Thank you for voicing your concerns. Watch this video about Trump, man. This is a person. They live in colonial, man. It's the thing. We thought slavery ended. It didn't, y'all.
No, it
they
didn't.
just gave the enslaved a few rights that they could prosper off the enslaved, where you wouldn't feel so oppressed and shut down. So they gave you a few trinkets, a few gifts to destroy you, so you don't feel like you're really oppressed and shut down and don't do nothing. You keep on working, feeding the system, and so it ain't never stopped in their mind. Look what Trump says about this. Play that.
Total access. We need total access. We need access to the oil and to other things in their country that allow us to
Pause it.
rebuild their country.
He said other things.
And not just oil.
If y'all think he went there just for oil, he said USS destroyer ships. He said Apache helicopters. He dropped bombs and shot destroyed the president's mansion. Y'all think he went there just for oil? You crazy. They went there for all of their resources.
Hey, and listen, I like Donald Trump.
Yeah, he says it.
Not for reasons that
Other
you might
things.
think. Not for reasons that you might think. Because he is blatant with how Esau rolls and how they've been rolling for years.
Mm-hmm.
He just out with it. Like I mentioned earlier, the presidents of the past had more tact with how they would do it. They wouldn't come out and say, no, we need all full access. We want the oil and other things.
Other things.
They would
Rare
mark-
earth minerals
they would-
is the other thing.
We want all of that.
We want everything. They will use tact and mass and over say, yeah, we need to go and bring stability back to the nation. They have weapons of mass destruction. They have drugs. They never give you their intentions. Trump, he straight up. Listen, we want the oil and we need total access.
And
That's
then,
crazy.
And then they catch themselves say, oh, no, to rebuild their country. Shut up. Nobody
They ain't
believes
rebuilding that country for them.
You are not rebuilding another country, dude.
It goes back to what Captain Noah brought out. They about to rebuild resorts.
That's
They
it.
about to rebuild the country for them.
That's what he mean when he say to rebuild their country. Go ahead, finish it out.
Venezuelan authorities will
Turn it
provide
up.
between 30 million and 50 million barrels of oil to the United States, according to the White House. The announcement comes after the U.S. captured former
Look at all the
Venezuelan
police.
dictator Nicolas Maduro on drug trafficking
DEA.
charges, a move that led oil industry stock prices to rise significantly. President Donald Trump says the oil will be sold at market price and that he will control the money made from the sale. Trump says Energy Secretary Chris Wright will be in charge of administering the plan. Reports say Trump, Wright, and Interior Secretary Doug Burgum will each participate in a meeting with oil industry executives on January 9th.
Today. Go ahead.
Plans to drill in Venezuela. Trump has threatened interim Venezuelan President Delcy Rodriguez, saying, quote, if she doesn't do what's right, she's going to pay a very big price, probably bigger than Maduro.
That's slavery. You better do what we tell you to do or we take you up out that seat. That's colonialism. That's imperialism on colonialism on steroids. Do what we tell you to do or we taking you out. They did that. Look, guess who did that? Nebuchadnezzar did that to the kings of Israel when they wasn't doing what they was doing. He came back. Oh, y'all not keep it? God said, go back and get them. That's exactly what you hear right there. If you don't do what we say to do, we're going to remove you out of place. They did that to Zedekiah in the Bible.
Because think about it. What really examine history? What nation outside of the Caucasian race, America, has prospered from American intervention? Think about they insert themselves as if they're bringing some type of prosper and rebuild the country. But what nation from American intervention besides themselves? Get that Habakkuk 2. Get Habakkuk 2, read verse 5.
Where's the cricket sound?
None. Because that's not their motives. This is their motives. Read that.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5.
Come on.
Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine.
Talking about his lies, his doctrines, his policies. Oh, we're going to rebuild their country and we're going to do that. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Read on.
He is a proud man.
He's a proud man. This is a very prideful man. Read.
Neither keepeth at home.
Hey, listen, he got military bases in every country across the globe. You see it now with Venezuela. He don't keep it home. Read on.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Because that's ultimately his desires as hell, destruction. That's what he brings in all these places that he goes. Anytime the Caucasian man touch down, America touch down, guess what? Hell and destruction follows. Because he gonna bring more Christianity, he gonna bring more colonialism, he gonna bring more imperialism to ultimately what? Oppress and crush the population there. Wow. Read on.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death.
Is as death.
That's
what he brings.
What he brings.
He brings death. That's why anytime American intervention comes, just know the population declines.
Go down. Yeah.
Read on.
And cannot be satisfied.
And he cannot be satisfied. That's why it's only gonna get worse. He ain't gonna be satisfied with Venezuela. He going for Colombia. He going for Cuba. He going all over. He cannot be satisfied.
Hey, I'm glad you said he can't be satisfied. Pull up the next video.
Yep.
Look what he said. This is what he said. Damn.
President Trump said Venezuela will begin shipping sanctioned oil to the United States with an initial 30 to 50 million barrels to be sold at market prices, saying he will control the proceeds to benefit both countries. U.S. officials told CNBC that this first tranche is just the beginning and that shipments will continue indefinitely.
He can never be satisfied. Venezuela oil flows to U.S. forever. Trump claims.
That right there lets you know, man, he has no plans on rebuilding that country.
And you know what, too? This is for you pathetics that be on. Esau ate the white man. Who? If not, then where? Who is he?
Right. The Lord said, wouldn't a robber rob until he had enough? Wouldn't he leave some grapes?
Grapes?
Nah. Leave some grapes.
He said with that oil's going to flow to the U.S. forever.
That's how you know he a proud man. That is a prideful statement. Hey, listen, we finna take your oil, and your oil is going to flow to the U.S. forever.
I will never be satisfied. That's what we just read.
That for him to say that means, I tell you, he thinks he ain't going nowhere. Nah. He's God, and he has the power that you can't stop him.
Damn. Finish that video out.
Are selectively rolled back to enable the sales. The deal redirects oil that previously would have gone mostly to China and routes it to the U.S. refineries, with proceeds held in U.S.-controlled accounts and released at U.S.'s discretion.
Now, drop this video. Now, watch this. I'm going to post something to y'all that's listening. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you might be listening. Let's be real now. When you put money in other people's accounts, and you tell them, hey, hold that for me. Do y'all think that they really be holding that money for y'all? Or do they dabble in that a little bit, spend a little bit money here? Who has ever put money into somebody else's account and that money was never touched while it was in their account? You got to be boo-boo the fool if you think you can put money in other people's account and they don't touch it.
Right.
When you put money in the bank, they got your name, your social security number, your bank routing number on it. You think the people in the bank don't touch your money? Yeah, they touch your money.
Right. Yep.
They lend that stuff out. They give it to everybody.
They lend it out 10 to 1.
They lend it out. And when you come back and say, hey, I need this, hey, put that money back real quick. Put it back real quick so they know that we took it. You think that when they sell the oil from Venezuela and they say, we just going to hold the money in our banking system and we'll divvy it out to build back Venezuela. Y'all think that's really what they going to do, man? You boo-boo the fool.
Right.
You believe that, man. You got to be out your mind, man. You had something, Cap? You go pull?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, because look, watch this. This is the pride that they got. That stuff is only to benefit them. Play the next video of a chairman from Goldman Sachs Energy. From Goldman Sachs. Look what he says. Play it.
This started, as everyone knows, with an oil blockade.
Tony,
right? They get money from two things: selling oil and selling drugs. We ultimately want to cut off completely the selling drugs and grow the selling oil. But in the short term, there was a blockade, right? Major cash flow source, pinched Venezuela. We get out the heads of this criminal gang. And now we have a different arrangement where instead of the oil being blockaded as it is right now, we're going to let the oil flow, sell that market to United States refineries and to around the world to bring better oil supplies, but have those sales done by the U.S. government and deposited into accounts controlled by the U.S. government.
Yep.
And then from there, those funds can flow back into Venezuela to benefit the Venezuelan people.
Come on, man.
Oh, Paul.
See, he has the what'd you say? The color or the skin?
The skin, the complexion for the protection.
The complexion for protection, where people will watch it and really believe what this white man said. I'm gonna put your money in my bank account. And then,
it's going to flow back to you.
I'm going to grow it and then give it back to you.
Hey, and another thing they use, because I had to look this up too, because he stated, like, the U.S. has the best refineries for the type of oil. Because that's the thing they said too. Oh, Venezuela isn't really getting the most out of the oil because they need U.S. refineries. And that's what he said. We're going to take it, bring it to the U.S., run it through our refineries to get the best oil and then sell it and get the money. I had to look this up. I asked AI, I said, does the U.S. produce enough oil to fit its own needs? It says, yes, the U.S. produces enough crude oil to meet its consumptions, meaning the United States does not have to go outside of the United States for oil to meet its own needs. But why does it do it? We just seen it about Goldman Sachs. And they base it under the guise of that's good oil and it needs to come to our refineries so we can refine it for the best oils. No, they cannot be satisfied.
Right, yeah.
That is what it is. They want to take it. They're going to take and take and take and take.
That's a good point you make. Now watch this. This is how y'all, this is the deception that they have. you heard him kept mentioning drugs and oil. Drugs and oil. Well, if they care so much about stopping drugs in Venezuela, where's all the drug raids to go inside in the country to stop the drug-producing drug houses and meth houses or whatever it may be?
Right.
The cocaine houses. Wow. Where are the drug raids from the U.S. Marines, the Green Berets? How come they didn't touch down ground in Colombia and seek out the drug places to stop drugs from coming into America? Because that ain't what it's really about.
Right.
That is only used as a guise for them to go in there and take the oil is what they really want and the other resources. They gonna keep letting drugs flow into this place. Wow. They need it. What you think they be sniffing?
President Trump just pardoned the Honduras president who got arrested for really selling drugs.
For really being a drug trafficker.
Right.
Wow. He was in with the cartels. Hey, yeah, bring him out.
Esau ain't trying to stop drugs flowing into this country.
No.
Who gonna fill the prisons?
Who gonna fill the prisons?
Come on.
Hey, Cap, and they trying to put you to sleep or make you dumb whenever they say, we're gonna take profit from the oil and we're gonna give them part of whatever they got. But you gotta think, they went from getting all of their profit to now you're sharing. Even if they really do, they're not benefiting what they would have been.
It still won't be as an amount.
Nah,
as
it's an
much.
amount. So they don't win no matter what.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Esau gonna loan that money back to him. It's not like it's gonna flow back to him. Esau gonna
it was a video.
I'll give you a loan.
Yep.
And you said that.
With interest. High interest.
Dang, it was a video. Damn. Basically, because remember, Trump said not only are they gonna go and they're gonna take the oil, but Venezuela's gonna have to reimburse them. For all the expenses they accrued for setting up these companies in Venezuela. I'll tell you this, I'll tell you, Esau, boy.
Proverbs 23 for me, man. You right. He said they gonna pay us back for us taking the oil and refining it to sell to other nations. You gonna pay us for doing what we robbed from you. Proverbs 23, read verse 1.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 1.
Look what wisdom of Solomon says. Go ahead.
When thou sittest to eat with a ruler.
With a ruler, go ahead.
Consider diligently what is before thee.
That means basically, consider what is coming from him. When you sit to eat with him, when he's trying to learn, teach you something, consider what he is giving to you. Read on.
And put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite.
Now, if he said, hey, you better, whatever he giving you, you bet not take it in. Don't swallow whatever he's giving you, man, because it's going to be live. It's poison, like you brought out earlier. Put a knife to your throat. Read on.
Be not desirous of his dainties.
Don't be desirous of his dainties, his money. Because what is happening, if y'all ain't paid attention, on social media as well, people are like, oh, invest in this stock. Invest in this stock. Hey, they just took the oil. These are the stocks you should go into. God says, don't take none of his dainties. Because what's happening is you're going to invest in these stocks. You just as liable as Esau is now for taking stolen money. All of that's going to trickle back down to you because you are partaker in this thievery that he just did. You partaker in it. God write that thing down.
People out there happy. Oh, okay, he got that oil.
He about that oil. Be not desirous of his dainties. Read on.
For they are deceitful meat.
He's lying to you. God is telling you, when you get with a ruler in front of you, he's lying to you. He knows way more things than you do as the common folk, and the stuff he's feeding you is only to make you digestible to what he's giving you, to make it sound good. Like, oh, you know what? Yep, that's right. Yep, he needed to be taken out. But yep, he was a drug trafficker. What president you know that's going around being drug trafficker, man? They got the resources of the whole nation at their hand, and they're gonna turn around and be drug trafficked. Man, y'all better stop believing these rulers. They will lie to you, God say.
The drugs that come in and out of the United States, it could be said, oh, Trump's a drug trafficker.
Right.
With their understanding of how they label drug traffickers.
Straight up,
selling drugs right now.
He's right.
Okay, I'm glad you was clear on that statement because I don't know what you said just a second.
hey, didn't the last president have drugs in the White House?
Nah,
his sons and his family.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Right. And got pardoned.
Right. Y'all crazy, man. Hey, shout out for the super chat for Brother Israel, man. We appreciate it, brother. Thank you for that, man.
JP Morgan and Chase had a ship seized that had like $600 million worth of cocaine on it.
Wow.
JP Morgan, I could find the article.
Wow.
Who was president then?
I think it was Biden.
Wow. Yeah, we could drop that video, man. And
That was one of Clinton's investments.
yeah. So they said that one of the reasons they went in and took him out of office is because he was doing business with the one on the right. That's the Chinese Moab, Xi Jinping, whatever you call it is. That's what his name, Xi Jinping, and then Putin, right? President Putin of Russia. So they say he was doing business with both, which they was buying oil from. They went in and took him out because America got problems with these two, right? Go back now. Go to the video, or go to that next video.
Hey, I had to find it. You were talking about the drug trafficking. So what the officer just said. Dang, I see. This is why I ain't media. I could have just threw it up there. Wow. In 2019, I had to research it. It says a cargo ship that was owned by J.P. Morgan was seized by U.S. authorities in Philly with nearly 20 tons of cocaine.
You know, a ton is 2,000 pounds, right?
40,000 pounds.
It was valued at $1.3 billion.
So it was owned by.
It was owned by J.P. Morgan Asset Management. It was seized by you, but you don't hear nothing.
Nothing.
They ain't getting labeled as drug traffickers. None of that.
Nothing, man.
Damn, they still a company to this day. You can go to Chase Bank right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Your money funded that boat.
Yep,
Wow.
straight up.
Sheesh.
Now, so they took him out because they said he was doing business with them. Watch this. Go ahead.
Breaking at this hour, this major development involving the U.S. and Venezuela. Sources telling ABC News tonight that the U.S. has now given Venezuela's interim leader a list of demands that must be met before Venezuela can sell its oil again. Now, Russia, Iran, Cuba, and sever economic ties with them. Rachel Scott at the White House with late reporting tonight.
Wow.
Tonight, sources telling ABC News that the U.S. conveyed a list of demands to the interim.
That right there, that's a statement. He made the statement, it's going to flow to U.S. forever. Now this is him putting it in action.
Yep. Go ahead.
Leader of Venezuela that the regime must meet before the U.S. will allow Venezuela to sell more oil. They include Venezuela must kick out China, Russia, Iran, and Cuba and sever economic ties.
Pause it.
And
So he said that's why one of the reasons they said they went in and took him out because he was doing business with their adversaries.
Right.
Okay, it's going to lead to something. We'll get to it after this. Go ahead.
Venezuela must agree to partner exclusively with the U.S. on oil production and favor the U.S. when selling heavy crude oil. The U.S. threatening the lifeline of the Venezuelan economy, imposing a military blockade. It sits on the largest oil reserves in the world. The chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee,
Pause it
Roger
real quick.
Wicker.
Go to Deuteronomy 28 because this is going into proving that Venezuelans are the tribe of Asher. You hear what she said, a military blockade, right? Yep. Deuteronomy 28, and I think it's like 52. Then we're going right back to this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 52.
Come on.
And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates.
He's going to surround you, a blockade in all thy gates. Read on.
Until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustedst, throughout all thy land and all thy... Sorry about that. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Oh, that's it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, he goes surround you. That's it. And that's what happened right there. The curses is upon them. And they took them resources. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cap. What you got?
Verse 51. Got to read up. Got to read up on the resources.
I want to read 49 first, and then before you get that, because it says he shall besiege them. Read 49.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49.
Bring it out.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies.
It's letting you know right there.
Yeah,
That's how you know we fit the curses written in the Bible. Understand that. This Caucasian man whose symbol is the eagle came and besieged that place. Go ahead, Cap.
Verse 51.
Verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
He's going to enlarge hell.
Say we got no sound. I need somebody to have that turned on in the ear, man. Make sure we good.
Until thou be destroyed.
Okay, it's back.
Yeah, we good.
Okay, back out, come back in. Okay, you good. You good.
Yeah, but that's heavy till you be destroyed. And that bottom part, he's gonna take these resources until you're destroyed, not till you prosper.
Right.
Until you are destroyed.
You never heard nobody take your resources and you came out on top.
Right.
If that was the case, then well, how come Africa ain't the richest continent in the world?
And that's the point. Anytime Caucasians intervene, just know death and destruction's coming.
Okay, go back to the video.
Saying the U.S. plan in Venezuela hinges on controlling the oil and that he did not believe the deployment of U.S. troops will be required. With President Trump hailing the daring raid that led to the capture of Nicolas Maduro.
It was an amazing military feat. We sort of got him a little by surprise, but it was brilliant tactically. It was an incredible thing.
3 days later, still no clarity from the administration on how the U.S. plans to, quote, run Venezuela.
Right.
But the president has maintained the U.S. is in charge of the country.
The administration has a one-day plan on how to get rid of Maduro, but no idea of what happens after.
And tonight, the president facing sharp condemnation from world leaders over his threats to take over Greenland. The White House not ruling out using the military to do it. The president and his team are discussing a range of options to pursue this important foreign policy goal.
Okay,
and of course,
you cut that because we're gonna get to that a little bit later. But basically, what that not kicking out, stop doing business with Iran and China and Russia and Cuba led to what is called the Monroe Doctrine being enacted, which is a 200-year-old policy of America. Play that video of Trump because he's going to mention it.
All the way back, it dated to the Monroe Doctrines. And the Monroe Doctrine is a big deal, but we've superseded it by a lot. By a real lot.
A real lot.
They now call it the Monroe Document. I don't know. It's Monroe Doctrine. Wow! We sort of forgot about it. It was very important, but we forgot about it. We don't forget about it anymore. Under our new national security strategy, American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again. Won't happen. So just in concluding, for decades, other administrations have neglected or even contributed to these growing security threats in the Western Hemisphere.
So that's it. So what him doing business with America's adversaries led to the enacting of the Monroe Doctrine. A lot of people don't know what the Monroe Doctrine is. That's why we bringing it out. So you can be informed about how they move. And we're going to piece it together with the Bible. But play this video right here. It's a little more entertaining.
This map, because if not, it's definitely time that you do. It's a map based off of the Monroe Doctrine that was introduced by President James Monroe in 1823. And basically, it says that the Western Hemisphere belongs to the Americas and that no foreign power should have any control over it. Back in the day, it was referring to Europe, but today it applies to China and Russia. That's why when Marco Rubio was being interviewed about why the United States captured Maduro and Venezuela, he said it had nothing to do with oil at all.
One of them is deep. Wow. Dang. Go ahead.
But actually had to do with
China need their oil. Why does Russia need their oil? Why does Iran need their oil? They're not even in this continent. This is the Western Hemisphere. This is where we live. And we're not going to allow the Western Hemisphere to be a base of operation for adversaries, competitors, and rivals of the United States.
The Monroe Doctrine that President Trump has been referencing refers to the United States controlling the Western Hemisphere, which includes Greenland, Cuba, Colombia, Venezuela, which is why you've heard about us getting involved in those countries lately. It's about energy dominance, oil,
you
gas.
Can cut it. So that's what the Monroe Doctrine basically is. We own this whole entire side of the world, is what they said, which the Bible talks about the fourth part, right? You can pull up an image for them so they can see it. For those that may not know, this was the image that they drew to represent the Monroe Doctrine. All of this belongs to us. Nobody from Europe better come over here and touch this.
Right.
Wow. He's basically, you know what that is saying? This is our slaves. Don't touch them.
Slaves. Yep.
This is ours. These are our slaves over here. You can't have them no more. They belong to us. We colonized them. We shipped them here. They are ours. No more money making off of our slaves on this side of the world. Give me that in Ezekiel chapter 35.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to Dante. I guess it's Dante because he got the 3 up there. Dante 3780, man. Appreciate the super chat that he just put in there, man. Somebody, they keep saying something wrong with the sound on YouTube, man. Y'all might have to go out, come back in. Y'all gotta make sure y'all make sure y'all listening to it. It's going in and out.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that might be on your end. Just refresh.
Okay, let's read Ezekiel 35, verse 10. Watch this.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 10. Come on. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine.
This is Esau. You can read that back up in verse 2. Jump back up to verse 2 and read that.
Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against
That's Esau. He lived in the mountains. And look what he said. Back over to verse 10.
Because thou hast said, these two nations.
These two nations would be Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. The Hispanics and the blacks. These two nations, read on.
And these two countries.
And these countries of Israel and the Americas, read.
Shall be mine.
Shall be mine.
And we will possess it.
We own them.
Yep.
This is what God put in the Bible. It's what you see. The Monroe Doctrine is saying we own these people. Wow. We own the lands even in the east, and we own their lands in the west. The Bible been prophesied the Monroe Doctrine thousands of years before it came. Ooh. It only happened. God allowed a white man put a name on it now. Yep. And my prophets is going to reveal it to you of how the white man thinks to prove he's Esau and this is Babylon the Great in the last days. They said these two nations, the blacks and the Hispanics, they mine. I own them. Wow. Keep reading. Finish it out. Whereas the Lord was there. Whereas the Lord was there. God is with us. Right. God wants us to own them. And you see that.
In God we trust.
And I didn't post it because for time's sake, but there's what they call MAGA pastors. It ain't nothing but Edomites. They out there praying live on TV. God, we know you wanted us to have the Venezuela oil. And that no weapon coming against us will prosper. They praying for this stuff in the churches. So they believe God is behind them on this stuff, which in a sense he is, because it's only for prophecy, not for their benefit. Right. It's for prophecy, not for their benefit, because we're getting closer to the end. So read that about the Monroe Doctrine for the people that don't know. Let's educate them.
The Monroe Doctrine is the United States foreign policy position that opposes European colonialism in the Western Hemisphere, which since World War II has been extended to oppose any foreign interference in the Western Hemisphere. It holds that any intervention in the political affairs of the Americas by foreign powers is a potentially hostile act against the United States. The doctrine was central to American grand strategy in the 20th century.
Now give me Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Yep. I'm going to show you something here, because this is a doctrine, a decree. That's another way of saying it. Right. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Come on. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Unrighteous decrees. That we own this, we control this, we running this, and they're going to, all of their political beliefs have to match ours. It's an unrighteous decree. So that means they're not really a sovereign nation at all. Right. You're only sovereign based on if America approves of it. That's an unrighteous decree they wrote, and it's called the Monroe Doctrine. Read on.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
It's grievous to who? The people that they are subjugating, that they are pushing imperialism on. It's grievous to them because nobody benefits from it. Read on.
To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Read on.
That widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
They robbed them. They straight up robbed them through an unrighteous decree called the Monroe Doctrine. Right. Now watch this. Now, the Monroe Doctrine was made for a reason, right? Go to that nice neighborhood Edomite to show, not him. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. To show why the Monroe Doctrine was created, and watch how it ain't got nothing to do with today. They did what they wanted to because they wanted the oil. Watch this.
Exactly, right.
American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again.
The Monroe Doctrine was issued by President Monroe in 1823 in a whole different context, in which there was the possibility that Europe, under Metternich, would try to reconquer Spanish America, which the former colonies in Latin America. And Monroe stepped in and said the United States would not allow this. that basically the Americas were for the United States, America for the Americans.
So the Monroe Doctrine was made to keep Europe from reconquering Spanish America like they did with the conquistadors. Last time I checked, Russia, China, they weren't trying to reconquer or colonize.
Go back to that last one.
They weren't trying to recolonize or conquer America at all.
Yeah.
They was just doing business with them.
And because when you read it, it says that right there at the bottom. At the time, nearly all Spanish colonies in the Americas had either achieved or were close to independence. Monroe inserted the New World and the Old World were to remain distinctly separate spheres of influence.
Right.
And thus further efforts by European powers to control or influence sovereign states in the regions would be viewed as a threat to U.S. security. That ain't what's happening.
That ain't what was happening.
He was just selling oil to Russia and China. That's how you know it had nothing to do with that.
That's why we read in Proverbs 23 when it says, when you sit amongst the ruler, put a knife to your neck and don't eat the dainties he give you. He lying to you. He's going to manipulate things that you don't know about to make you believe in it and get behind it.
Hey, that's why. Would you finish on that? Hey, get Psalms 64, read verse 6. Matter of fact, start at verse 5.
The book of Psalms.
Come on.
64 verse 5.
Hey, shout out to the brother HP Loyal as well, 416 for the super chat. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Psalm 64 verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
That's what they do. Them using that Monroe Doctrine is them trying to encourage themselves in an evil matter. Read on.
They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
And they lay snares. They say, who gonna see me? Who gonna stop me? Read on.
They search out iniquities.
And that's what you see with this Monroe Doctrine. They are searching out iniquities to try to justify and to try to make you think that, oh, okay, they was just following something that a president put in place centuries ago. Read on.
They accomplish a diligent search.
That's a diligent search right there.
Right.
Because that was put together in the 1800s.
Right. He said presidents before wasn't doing that. He went into, hey, search something that justified me going in here. So,
Read on.
Yeah, we got something, Monroe Doctrine.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
The heart and inward thought of every one of them is deep. Deep to do what? Mischief. Despise God. But watch this, read.
But God shall shoot at them with an arrow.
God gonna shoot them with an arrow. That missile is coming. Read.
Suddenly shall they be wounded.
But that was it. We got a caller?
Yes, sir.
Caller, you're live on the air. This Casting Down Imaginations. What's your name? Where you from?
Shalom, most in Christ bless. Brooklyn, New York.
All praises.
All praises. What's your comment, sis?
Okay, so while I was calling, I'm thinking, like, I understand that my people eyes got to get open. It's just so sad that why it has to be that way. But it's like, it breaks my heart because we look so helpless as a people, you know. We're just helpless. We have no help but God. And He has to put us through this for us to open our eyes and actually want to understand that in order to fight back, we have to serve God upright from now on. Because each of us as a tribe has to start seeing this and starting to gravitate to the fact that if we don't try to go back to the commandments, the laws, and the statutes, we are doomed.
Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right, sis.
Completely doomed.
Yeah.
And when I see like they got him in handcuffs as if he doesn't have somebody. You know how as bad as a person is in this life, we all have somebody to have a lawyer to at least speak on our behalf. And it didn't seem like we have nobody on our behalf. And like you said, the scripture is very real.
Yeah.
No one is going to save us.
All praises.
And that's just the that's the sad part about it. Other than that, y'all doing a good job. Thank y'all for letting everybody know who we are, and we need to start admitting this. We don't have to keep lying to ourselves. We have to start believing that God's word never lies.
All praises. We appreciate it. Thank you for the call, sis. All praises. Yep, you're exactly right. The only person that's on our side is Christ.
That's
but
it.
He ain't great fight for us until we be obedient to His Father. That's it. Good call, sis. Hey, so pull up at real quick about the doctrine had 4 points. Watch this. We only gonna focus on one of these so we can move through this. Pull it up for them and drop down to the 4th point. Watch this. This is how they don't believe the stuff they saying. Read the 4th point of the doctrine, because it said the doctrine had 4 main points. Okay, read the fourth one.
Fourth, the doctrine pledged that the United States would not interfere with European powers or matters relating to themselves.
Don't read that again.
It's blocked off.
Here, I got it. It says, fourth, the doctrine pledged that the United States would not interfere with European powers in matters relating to themselves.
That was a part of the Monroe Doctrine. Wow. They would not mess with anything that Europe got going on over there with them. That's your side of the world. This is our side of the world.
Yeah, but he can't keep himself at home.
When he enacted this Monroe Doctrine, did he pull himself out of Ukraine and Russia?
No.
Hell no. He's still sending bombs to Ukraine. Matter of fact, pull up the next video.
Hey, he did a video. Remember Zelensky? He said, you don't got the cards. You don't got the cards.
Yeah.
We supply you weapons. We supply you with the...
Watch this. Listen to this, y'all.
Secretary Rubio stated just yesterday, this is the Western Hemisphere. This is where we live. And we're not going
to... because this is the video I was talking about earlier when you seen the Venezuelan there talking about everybody did something wrong. And there was a lot of people in this. This was the same summit or whatever they call it, where everybody was like, oh, what America did was wrong. And then America, they pompous and powerful. He came and said this.
Play it.
allow the Western Hemisphere to be used as a base of operation for our nation's adversaries and competitors and rivals of the United States. You can't turn Venezuela into the operating hub for Iran, for Hezbollah, for gangs, for Cuban intelligence agents, and other malign actors that control that country.
Can you pull up the next image?
Right.
Wait a minute. Wait, you can't set up shop in our backyard if you're a foreign entity and you're against us. Wait a minute. Pull up the image. Can you read that for us, officer?
Yes, America has significantly backed Ukraine with substantial military, financial, and humanitarian aid since Russia's 2022 invasion.
Wait a minute. So you can't do that to them, but they can damn well try to set up shop in your backyard, and you got to accept it. Dang. Give me that in the book of Job.
Totaling tens of billions of dollars in equipment, direct support, and training.
Job 15. This is why God says, this place, I'm going to take it off the face of the earth. You can't set up shop in our backyard in the Western Hemisphere, but we can set up bases in your Eastern. The America has bases all over Europe, all over the Eastern Hemisphere. Don't mess with our side, but we will be in your side. Give me that Job 15, verse 34.
Wow. Job chapter 15, verse 34. For the congregation of hypocrites,
America is a hypocrite. Read on.
Shall be desolate.
God said, I got to destroy it. I got to destroy this place. Go ahead.
And fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery.
So this whole place is made up of bribery. That's what the whole Congress is about. That's called lobbying.
Yep, lobbying.
That's bribery. You speak like this and we'll give you money. That's bribery. That's all of the U.S. government. They are hypocrites. You can't do that to us, but we can do it to you. You know why? Because that's the M.O. of Babylon the Great. Go to the next one. Watch this. It's a video.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's a video. Watch this. Right here.
Statute doesn't apply to Israel or the United States or France.
Read the top part of that. What's that say?
The International Criminal Court does not apply to Israel or the United States because it was not designed to apply to us.
Man, they don't care. They don't care about no laws.
Man, listen.
All the stuff in UN is just therapy for the rest of y'all nations.
Great. You ain't know who we was? That don't apply to us.
Habakkuk 1 and verse 4. Play that video. Finish it out. Go ahead.
Or Germany or Great Britain. Because it wasn't conceived to come after us.
It don't apply to no European nations.
Right. No Caucasian nations.
It's only for y'all brown folk.
Yep.
Wow. Habakkuk 1 and 4.
Habakkuk 1 verse 4. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
They are all over the earth. The wicked compass the whole earth. Read on.
Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
There you go. Wrong judgment. Go ahead and play the next video. Watch this.
And this is how, I just want to make this point. This is how you know the Spirit of the Lord is moving through the earth. And the Lord is making the time short. Because for years, America's been able to hide their dictatorship, their how they are the governing superpower on the earth. Because when you look at empires of old, when you look at the history, you knew, okay, yeah, the Greeks, Alexander the Greek, yeah, they ran that, and everybody had to submit under that government as a whole. Same thing with Rome, even Babylon, all these nations. But in America, everybody has been deceived and duped into, democracy, and everybody has a say. But now with Trump, they starting to show you, no, that didn't, none of that stuff apply to us. Nope. We rule, y'all serve. That's what it is. These laws we made these laws for you, not for us.
Yep. That's for the Negro that think he's an American.
Right.
American. No, you're not. You're a denizen. Right. Play that video of the CIA.
I thought you wanted Habakkuk 1.
Oh, Habakkuk 1? No, we just read it.
Oh.
Yeah. Turn him up. Oh, man. Where my sound at, man?
Where the sound at?
Can I get a scripture while they fix
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me get Zechariah 11:5 to go back to what...
I don't think the video got
ain't gonna sound on it, man. What happened, man? Go ahead.
Video.
Zechariah 11:5, because what Lindsey Graham said, he said, that doesn't apply to Israel in the United States. Going into this scripture right here. Read that.
Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5.
The International Criminal Court. Read.
Whose possessors slay them.
So whatever they possess, they can destroy, kill, whatever. Read.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And you can't persecute me.
There you go.
I possess all of this, and you can't persecute me for whatever I do. Read.
And they that sell them say.
And whatever they sell them, the Israelites, they say.
Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
Thank God for white Jesus, because I'm rich.
Wow. And guess what? They're able to move like that and say that because they dropped a bomb on people. The power is in their hand right now. And God has allowed it. But just know your day is coming. Understand that. Your day is coming. All praise to the
Okay. Nah, that thing didn't come through. I wish I could send it over, but it would be to pull it up. All right, hey, go to the next one that was in there, because it's all on the same vein.
Yep.
President Trump was pretty clear yesterday. He said the United States is going to run Venezuela. Under what legal authority?
Well, first of all, what's going to happen here is that we have a quarantine on their oil. That means they're...
I'm sorry. You know what he wanted to say. That's why I said, well, first of all, what he wanted to say, you don't see my skin color?
Damn.
You don't see what I look like?
Right.
What you mean under what legal authority?
Right.
Go ahead.
Economy will not be able to move forward until the conditions that are in the national interest of the United States and the interest of the Venezuelan people are met. And that's what we intend to do.
And if you believe that, you a fool.
Yep.
Wow. That first part, yes.
Yeah.
Second part, no.
They got to lie and tell the truth at the same time.
They don't care about the interests of Venezuelan people. Understand that. Because if they did, they wouldn't have never sanctioned Venezuela to cause poverty in Venezuela. Then they would have never tried to and are currently stripping them of their resources.
Right. They wouldn't be hunting them down in the streets to send them back to Venezuela with ice.
Right.
He said, we got to quarantine the oil.
Right. Hey, it's sick without us. You got that link about the CIA?
Yeah, the link. You just posted it in the sir.
Boy, they crafty with those words.
I ain't going to play.
No. Just click it and pull it up like that.
I don't think it might not play. I don't know. Click it.
Yeah, well, just pull up the link.
Professional liars.
Straight up.
Like, they be fluent, too. And it'll run right past you, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because they got to give you a little truth with the lie.
Yeah.
You see the mute button?
And it's smooth, smoother than butter, too. And the white man saying it, so you just believe. You just go with anything, right?
Yeah.
A thing to us.
Got to refresh it.
Just go and refresh it.
Pull it up for him. Watch this, y'all. To the left. Y'all know using
left.
There we go. There you go.
Now
Top
you got
right.
to do it again.
Refresh.
Nah, you ain't got to refresh it.
Yeah, you do, because he ain't going to hear it. There you go.
If you go under the words, you'll see a line and you can just drag it back.
Give a hoot about democracy. I mean, it was fine if a government was elected and would cooperate with us, but if it didn't, then democracy didn't mean a thing to us. And I don't think it means a thing today. The true goal of the United States government is control. And they feel that if the United States did not control the governments of Latin America, then somebody else would. And the principle of government by the people, for the people, of the people, that is that's just silly. We didn't.
There you go. They don't care about no laws. I don't know what y'all thinking. These people don't care about no law. It only matters what they think. And now back to that video. Let's play it from where it is. Wait a minute. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cap.
He pretty much said, America knows how the rest of the Edomites think. If I don't control other nations, my counterpart Esau's, they will control the slaves. I got to get my stake first.
Yep, that's it. I got to get to them first. Watch this. Play it.
So that leverage remains, that leverage is ongoing, and we expect that it's going to lead to results here. We're hopeful that it does, positive results for the people of Venezuela, but ultimately, most importantly for us, in the national interest of the United States. We will no longer have, hopefully, as we move forward here, we'll set the conditions so that we no longer have in our hemisphere a Venezuela that's the crossroads for many of our adversaries around the world, including Iran and Hezbollah, is no longer sending us drug gangs, is no longer sending us drug boats, is no longer a narco-trafficking paradise for all those drugs coming out of Colombia to going through the Caribbean and towards the United States. And obviously we want a better future for the people of Venezuela. We want them to have an oil industry where the wealth goes to the people, not to a handful of corrupt individuals and stolen by pirates all over the world. That's what we're working towards, and we intend to use the leverage we have to help achieve that.
Let me ask the question.
Wait a minute. Watch this. Run it back. Watch the question, because he let him get it out. He's like, man, whatever. No, play right there.
Not to a handful of corrupt individuals and stolen by pirates all over the world. That's what we're working towards, and we intend to use the leverage we have to help achieve that.
Let me ask the question again. What is the legal authority for the United States to be running Venezuela?
Well, I explained to you what our goals are and how we're going to use the leverage to make it happen. As far as what our legal authority is on the quarantine, I'm very simple. We have court orders. These are sanctioned boats, and we get orders from courts to go after and seize these sanctions. So that's, I don't know, is a court not a legal authority?
Why wasn't congressional authorization necessary?
It wasn't necessary because this was not an invasion. We didn't occupy a country. This was an arrest operation. This was a law enforcement.
Pause. Because a lot of people hear this and say, oh, well, it was court ordered. Wow! Venezuela is a sovereign nation.
Right. It's a whole country.
He's talking about courts in the United States.
Right.
Not in Venezuela.
Right.
I'll tell you, man, this man is pompous and prideful.
And he said, why it wasn't
And he's able to say this stuff because they have the power to do it. Yep. Who gonna bring me down? Who gonna stop me?
But see, this is how Esau even makes loopholes in their own stuff, because he asked them, why wasn't there congressional authority needed to do what you did? Oh, because it wasn't an invasion. It was law enforcement.
Right.
But law enforcement is only jurisdiction is in the United States of America.
Yep, straight up. Hey, not only that, didn't they disable their defense system? Yeah, they turned out the lights to the whole daggone city. It was pitch black. It was an invasion. Go ahead, play that.
It's an operation. He was arrested on the ground in Venezuela by FBI agents. You can't congressionally notify something like this for two reasons. Number one, it will leak. It's as simple as that. And number two, it's an exigent circumstance. It's an emergent thing that you don't even know if you're going to be able to do it. We can't notify them we're going to do it on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday, because at some points we didn't know if we were going to be able to carry this out. We didn't know if all of the things that had to line up were going to line up at the same time in the right conditions.
Y'all believe that if you want to, man. Give me that in Revelation. He said, we control the oil. It's for our benefit. Revelation 13, I want you to read verse 16 to 17. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16.
Yup, no laws. This is what it goes into. Read on.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
That mark is sin. Now watch this. If you don't agree with their sin, read.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
If you don't agree with them, you can't buy and sell your own stuff. And they took it. That's exactly what's going on right there. Play the next video. It's going to show it even more that this is Babylon the Great that won't let anyone buy or sell without their approval. Look what it does. Right? Play.
These are the world's major oil-producing countries. They have different flags, different cultures, different politics. But they all have one thing in common. That is, they sell oil in US dollars.
Boom.
But if a country owns oil, Shouldn't it be free to sell it however it wants?
Right.
So why do nearly all oil-producing nations, and about 90% of the world's oil sold, using the same currency? And what happens when they don't? To understand why, we have to go back to the 1970s.
They wasn't selling their oil in U.S. currency.
There you go. Go ahead. Wow.
In the early 1970s, the global financial system was breaking apart. The U.S. had just ended the gold standard, and the dollar needed a new foundation. That's when Washington made a quiet but world-changing deal. In 1974, the United States reached an agreement with Saudi Arabia, the world's most powerful oil producer. Saudi oil would be sold exclusively in U.S. dollars. In return, the U.S. guaranteed military protection, weapons, and political support. Once Saudi Arabia agreed, the rest of OPEC followed. If you wanted oil, you needed dollars.
Stop. Dang. You cannot buy or sell without the mark of the beast. Wow. Without being in cahoots with Babylon the Great. Wow. There it is right there in front of y'all. Because you see it in the world, you thinking of it in a political terms. It's written here in a different way, rich or poor, whether you're a small nation or a great nation. And whether you are rich or poor, whether you're great, if you don't agree to how we do it, you will not be able to buy or sell anything without our approval. And you think when they negotiated with Saudi Arabia and these other countries military protection, you don't think they got a level of threat that they put with that to make you agree? Oh, yes, they do. Play the video.
The United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country.
For nearly 2 years, the United States, nations of Latin America and the Caribbean have worked together to resolve the crisis in Panama.
That was the Panama
The goals of the United States have been to safeguard the lives of Americans, to defend democracy in Panama.
Skip to the next president. Go to the next president. Just move through that.
To combat drug trafficking.
Trafficking.
In Panama.
There you go. Right there.
The United States to the Haitian dictators is clear. Your time is up. Leave now or we will force you from power. Now the United States must protect our interests, to stop the brutal atrocities that threaten tens of thousands of Haitians, to secure our borders, and to preserve stability and promote democracy in our hemisphere.
We will tear down the apparatus of terror, and we will help you to build a new Iraq that is prosperous and free. Our nation enters this conflict reluctantly, yet our purpose is sure. The people of the United States and
there you go. This is the same play over and over again. Oh, democracy. Oh, drugs. Oh, dictators. They do the same thing over and over again to infiltrate, because you can't buy or sell without their approval.
Right.
And when you stray away from their approval, they come in and take you out. That's what they did with Gaddafi. They did Saddam Hussein. They started to stray away from their approval to buy and sell. And they wanted to buy and sell in a different way, and America went in and took them out of power.
And their approval means you abide with their policies, their procedures, how they want you to govern your society. Hey, get First Maccabees 8, read verse 1, and then jump down to verse 11. Bishop brought this out last Sabbath in detail, but I just want to touch because this is where Esau get it from. Read that.
First Maccabees chapter 8 and verse 1.
Let's go.
Now Judas had heard of the fame of the Romans.
Which during this time, that was talking about Japhet in that area. But this is where Esau gets it from. Watch this. Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11. It was told him besides.
To Judah besides, read.
How they destroyed.
How they, the Romans, read.
How they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them.
That's what you see with America. Any kingdom or nation that resists them, what do? They destroy and bring them under dominion, meaning under who? Under their dominion. Watch this, read.
But with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity.
But those that had the mark, they could buy and sell. They had enmity. Those that were friends, their allies. That's what you see today, read.
And that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh, insomuch as all that heard of their fame were afraid of
See
them.
the same thing today. When they hear the name America, people get afraid.
Yep.
But watch this. Read verse 13.
Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reigned.
It says whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign.
Yep.
That's all those we read in 13 that have the mark of the beast, that they may buy and sell. Those they help reign. But watch this, read.
And whom again they would.
And whoever they would, read.
They displaced.
You just seen that. They just displaced the whole president in Venezuela.
Yep.
That's how they move. If you don't align with their politics, their policies, their procedures, and how they want to run things.
Yep, exactly right. Go to that next video. Look at this. And when them having that power, this is what they sound like.
Greenland has a population of 30,000 people, Jake. The real question is, by what right does Denmark assert control over Greenland? What is the basis of their territorial claim? What is their basis of having Greenland as a colony of Denmark? The United States is the power of NATO.
Wow.
For the United States to
Hold on, stop. Full stop. That's a period. Full stop.
We control NATO.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
You're the Arctic region to protect and defend NATO and NATO interests. Obviously, Greenland should be part of the United States.
That's the pride of their heart, man.
Yep.
Pride. That place belonged to us. Go to the next one. Watch this.
The United States should have Greenland as part of the United States. There's no need to even think or talk about this in the context that you're asking of a military operation. Nobody's going to fight the United States militarily over the future of Greenland.
One last question,
doesn't
Stephen.
make any sense.
One last question.
Did you hear that? Nobody gonna fight us over this. Wow. This is ours. Pride of thine heart. Play the next video of Denmark.
For the first time ever, Denmark's intelligence service has listed the United States as a threat to the country in a report that was quietly released this week.
Country. Yes. Another NATO country said their own fellow ally is a threat to us now. Go ahead.
The report accuses the US of using its economic power to assert its will and threatening military force against its allies. In particular, they highlight the US's increasing interest in taking over Greenland, an autonomous territory that is part of Denmark. In recent months, the Trump administration has repeatedly stated that it wants to take control of the territory, claiming it is vital to its national security interests, as the US seeks to compete with Russia and China for influence in the Arctic region. Now, this has caused a lot of concern within Denmark, to the point where the country has established a night watch tasked with monitoring Trump's unpredictable words and actions while they sleep. Now, Denmark has for decades considered the US its biggest and closest ally.
Wow.
And so the shift in how they...
Stop right there. It said Denmark said that they are our biggest and closest ally for decades. That let you know Esau, Sirach chapter 12, God warns us. These other nations ain't found this out. God warned us, don't make no allegiance with these people. They will stab you. If they gonna turn on their own Caucasian people from Denmark that's been their friend for the last 20 years, what you think they gonna do to you Negroes when the time comes or them bombs drop? You out your mind. Sirach 12 verse 10.
Right. Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
God said don't trust them at all, man. Go ahead.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
He's always going to be wicked. He got to be who God made him to be. Read on.
Though he humbleth himself.
Oh, he act like he's your friend.
And go crouching. Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Read.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
He always been wicked. He just smiling in your face with his hands behind his back crossed. You know how you put your hands behind your back and cross your fingers? Yeah, I'll do that. Wow. That's what Esau does. Read the next part.
Set him not by thee.
Don't be in league with this guy. Go ahead.
Lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
That's because war's in his heart. He's only getting close to you so he can overthrow you. That's what he does with these people. If he's doing it to his own people, what you think he doing to us, man?
Right.
He is only using our bodies to overthrow us. Now watch this. Go to the next video of what this Edomite says about NATO. Play it from the beginning. Watch this. We're going to stop at 55 seconds. Go ahead.
I mean, is it reasonably conceivable the Americans would try and take it over? Would the Danes try and defend it? Would they ask for our help? What happens?
Could they, would they, should
Could
they?
Would they,
will
should they? Are they going to? Let's look into the future.
Let's try and break it down a little bit. When Donald Trump was first elected, that first term that seems a different world ago, everybody kind of laughed when Greenland was mentioned, and oh goodness me, he's talking about Greenland. But it's quite clear what he said then, that nobody took particularly seriously, is exactly what he is starting to bring towards...
Because it ain't the first time he said he wanted to take it.
Nope. Go ahead.
Fruition now. And what we've seen over the past 72 hours would leave everybody in a position where they think, actually, we can't assume this won't happen. And certainly the Danes are extremely alarmed about it.
Listen.
They've said tonight, supported by the Norwegians and others, that should this go ahead, should Donald Trump attempt to annex Greenland, it would be the end of NATO.
Pause it. Y'all heard it, right? She's letting you know how them other countries feel. It would be the end of NATO. Revelation chapter 17. Wow. Revelation chapter 17. Yep. Read verse 15 and 16. It would be the end of the National Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. Read it in the Bible.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest were the whore, where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
So when it says about it sits on the water, it means it is in every nation. It's all over the world. It rules over them. Verse 16 is the point.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast,
which is NATO. Go ahead.
These shall hate the whore.
They gonna do what?
Hate the whore.
The EU, NATO are going to eventually hate the whore. Read.
And shall make her desolate.
They are going to gather together and turn against her and do what?
And make her desolate and naked. And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
And do what?
And burn her with fire.
Burn her with fire, brothers and sisters. We got to open our eyes to the signs of the times. We see it happening before our eyes of what the Bible is saying about Babylon the Great coming to be destroyed. It's going to go against its allies, and they are going to turn against it and ante up together to fight against it. That's World War III coming. And look at this. We don't know. It could literally happen within the next 2 weeks. Watch this. I'm going to prove it to you. Play the next video.
Wake up.
Is that the one I want?
NATO.
The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, was founded in 1949. Its purpose was clear: to counter the threat posed by the Soviet Union. But today, NATO has a bigger threat. It's not Russia, it's not China, it's a founding member of NATO. I'm talking about Donald Trump's America. And the question we are asking tonight, will Trump kill NATO? The flashpoint is an island called Greenland. Trump wants it, but it's not for sale. So he's threatening to take it by force. We've been telling you about it. Greenland is part of Denmark, but it runs as an autonomous territory, meaning it is self-ruled. It has its own government and its own parliament. It takes care of itself, and it has not bothered anyone yet. But Donald Trump does not care about any of that. He invaded Venezuela and abducted their president, and now he's emboldened. He has a hit list of countries or places that he wants, and Greenland is on that list.
We'll worry about Greenland in about 2 months. Let's talk about Greenland in 20 days.
Pause it. What did he just say? Run it back a little bit. You didn't hear how long Trump said that he's about to end NATO. What? Play it again.
We'll worry about Greenland in about 2 months. Let's talk about Greenland in 20 days.
Pause it.
Hey, and they so pompous and prideful. They laughing about but man, we'll talk about Greenland in 2 months.
Nobody knows the time, but we gotta pay attention to the signs.
That's Christ said, watch and pray.
And pray. Trump just said he gave you he said about 20 days. Who says that?
We'll talk about Greenland then.
Damn. I'm I'm going to end NATO in 20 days. He gave time frame for it. Whether he going to do it or not, we don't know. But that's for our spiritual ears to be opened up. That the end of NATO, Revelation 17, the burn, turn, and hate the whore can be in effect to where the chess piece be moved to where they say, all right, let's get our stuff together, y'all. America ain't on our side no more. We not falling for it no more. Look what he did to Greenland. Man, play that again. Go back a little bit.
Hey, and Cap.
Go ahead, Cap.
He been pissing them off when they left the what was it? The global thing.
Global Summit G20.
The G20, not just the G20. They had an agreement with the what was it? With the clean air and all of that.
What's that called? Global warming?
Yeah, that whole project. He pissed them off with that and his pompousness.
What is it called? The new Green Deal or something like that.
I forgot what it was called, but he been making them mad with little decisions. But this Greenland thing, Iceland thing, it's gonna tip the scales real bad.
Climate change conference. That's what it is.
UN climate change.
It's gonna tip the scales real bad. He said 20 days.
Damn.
NATO might be ended in 20 days in Revelation 17, them turning and hate the whore and then eventually burn them with fire in whatever dispensation of time, because we don't know what from line to line the dispensation of time. They could be mad and hate the whore at that point in time when he did that, and it could be 10 years from now that they turn and burn her with fire. But we know where we are in prophecy. Hey man, we got to be ready. We got to make our call in the election sure, because this stuff might end at any moment, because they already hate the whore. Watch this. He's going to do more to make them hate them. Play the next video. Watch how Trump, what he says about all of NATO and them European countries. Play the video.
Emmanuel. You know Emmanuel Macron. I love the French accent. Emmanuel. They said, listen, you're going to have to raise your prices a little bit because we're paying 14 times more than you. Emmanuel goes, no, we will not do that.
He's mocking a whole president of a NATO country. He's mocking, no. Watch this, play it.
Yes, you will, Emmanuel, 100%. The answer is no. We're not going to double our drug prices. Not for you or anybody else. I said, yes, you are, 100%. We are not going to do it. No, you don't understand. 100%. You're going to do it and you're going to like it. I said, okay, here's the story, Emmanuel. If on Monday you haven't agreed to every single thing that we want, I'm putting a 25% tariff on everything coming out of France.
That's why you read that in Revelation 17.
We gonna get to it.
Second Ezra said they're gonna be full of wrath.
Watch it. Keep playing it.
Including your wines, your champagnes, and everything else. Emmanuel said to me, Donald, you have a deal. I would love to increase my prescription drug prices by 200% or whatever. I would love to do it. It'd be such an honor. Whatever you want, Donald, please. Don't tell the population. Please, Donald. I beg you. Every country said the same thing. No, we will not do this.
Paul.
Some were strong.
And to your point, because I want to point something out with how he moves, to your point to where, they might end NATO and they hate him, and then 10 years later, they drop bombs on him. But he's setting a standard and a precedent of how presidents will move going forward. I understand that. Because before, presidents could say that. I mean, we brought up Howard Dean. He got canceled just for saying Donald Trump be on here saying crazy stuff. And America loves him. So it's showing you the spirit and heart and mind of where Esau is at now in America. And he's going to be the standard. So don't think, because even let's say it ain't him, the ones after him, they're going to see Donald Trump, they're going to be like, okay, dang, that's how you
I can push it this far.
I can push it this far. This how I'm going to have to roll. And guess what? Guess what it's going to continue to contribute to? That wrath and anger that them 10 horns is going to have for this place right here.
Right. Go back some. Finish it out. Go back a little bit.
America first. That was what really made them mad in the beginning. When he said America first and said, y'all owe us money for all the support and things that America has produced for y'all, and y'all just sitting back enjoying it. Y'all, all of y'all owe us money.
Yep.
He's been coming to Europe.
Watch this. Keep playing it.
Please don't tell the population.
He said,
please,
don't tell them.
Donald.
He still told them.
Every country said the same thing. No, 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 we will not do this. Some were strong, some were very nice, some were rude. But they all said one thing, no, we won't. And within, I'd say on average, 3.2 minutes, they were all saying we would be honored to quadruple our drug price.
3.2 minutes.
What?
They said, listen, you know, we're going to drop a bomb
I got
on
bombs
you
for you.
I got bombs for you.
Read verse 18. This is how we know. This is for all you silly ass people that be in our comments saying, oh, it's not that. No, it's not. It's wrong. You crazy. He just said all the countries agreed to what I said. Read verse 18 of Revelation 17.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 18.
Let's go.
And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
It tells them what to do. You're going to, yes, you will. You're going to do exactly what I said. And all the countries in 3.2 minutes agreed to it. Now jump back up to verse 17.
For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
They said they was going to be in agreement with him. That's how NATO got established. Read on.
And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast.
You can rule over us. Go ahead.
Until the words of God shall be fulfilled.
But the words of God are being fulfilled, and now the motion of them hating the whore is being put into place with DJ Trump. He's pushing prophecy forward, and then the next person that come after him is going to push it a little more, and then somebody after him might come and it might die down a little bit, and then somebody come and push it again. The words of God are going to be fulfilled, where they hate the 10 horns are going to hate the whore because he's full of pride. Play the next video. Listen to this.
The United States proved once again that we have the most powerful, most lethal, most sophisticated, and most fearsome. It's a fearsome military on planet Earth, and it's not even close. You know, I've been saying it for a long time. Nobody can take us. Nobody. We don't want it.
Who can bring me down? Who can bring me down?
You hit it. Break it out, Shep.
Dang.
Y'all heard it. Obadiah. Get that for Captain Noah.
Verse 8. He said nobody can take us.
That's verse 3.
Obadiah,
verse 1 down to 3, man.
Obadiah, verse 1. Come on. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
They don't even know that they greatly despise. He think he just doing business. This is business. What do you mean? We just doing business. This is just make the deal. Everything will be great.
That's it.
Oh no, they know. Don't get it twisted. They know. It's just they so prideful. They don't care. Because ain't nothing. That's what he's saying. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Wow. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
That's the point. That's what he said. We have the greatest. We have the greatest military. I've been saying it for a long time.
Y'all
I've
hear
been
it,
saying
man.
it for a long time.
Hey,
we have the greatest.
Get Romans 9. Read verse 17. Because all praises he's speaking like that. All praises he's talking like that. Read that, Romans 9.
Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
Because just like Egypt, America's going to be raised up. Its power is going to be shown. Because what he's saying, yeah, he's right. None of these nations can take him down. It ain't meant for them to take him down. Watch this, read.
That I might show my power in thee.
God is putting this man, he's setting a grand stage to let his power be shown in the earth. Because all these nations, they look and they see, that's why his pride has deceived him, because he think, yeah, who can bring me down? Y'all can't touch me. Y'all can't do. So he move and do what he want. God is orchestrating and setting that up to let his power be known in the earth, just like he did in Egypt. Read on.
And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Watch this, verse 22.
What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
That's what you gotta understand about this nation. It is fitted for destruction. That's why it comes out and says things like this. That's why it comes out and does what it does to the 12 tribes of Israel, to blacks here in America, to Native Americans, to Venezuelans, because God is setting this thing up to where it is a vessel fitted for destruction, to let His power be known.
That's it. Finish it out. Go ahead.
Everything else. Nobody could have done that. Nobody has our weapons. Nobody has the quality of our weapons. The problem is we don't produce them fast enough. We're going to start producing them much faster. We're going to be very tough on the companies. We have the best weapons in the world, but it takes too long to get them, including allies. When allies want to buy them, and they have to wait 4 years for a plane, 5 years for a helicopter. We're not letting that happen anymore. We're telling our defense contractors, you're going to start building faster.
Y'all hear him, man? The pride of thine heart, man. Who shall bring me down to the ground? Give me that in Revelation 17, verse 5, real quick. Revelation 17, verse 5, and then we're going to jump down to the end, verse 18.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great.
Mystery, Babylon the Great. It's only a mystery to those that have their spiritual eyes closed. They cannot connect history with the Spirit of God in the Bible to figure out who is Mystery, Babylon the Great. But He revealed it to our bishops, deacons, and captains, and we can reveal it to you now. Mystery, Babylon the Great is what?
The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
And who is it? Verse 18.
And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Rules over the kings of the earth. The entire world it rules over. America is Babylon the Great. Thus saith the Lord. Now watch this. Play the next video and look what's happening with the NATO boss.
Hey, and how you know it rules over the kings of the world? It just infiltrated Venezuela, took the president, and nobody has done nothing.
Nobody.
If that would have happened to America, or if that would have happened, you've seen it in Israel, they will start dropping bombs instantly on that place. But nobody has done nothing to them. I'm telling you, that's how you know it rules over the kings of the earth. It's talking about America.
Good point. Play that video.
Need to be ready, because at the end, conflicts are no longer fought at arm's length. Conflict is at our door. Russia has brought war back to Europe, and we must be prepared for the scale of war our grandparents and great-grandparents endured.
Pause it. What's the scale of war that was in Europe that the great-grandparents was in? What was that? World War. Twice. He said, get ready for World War III. It's not a imagination anymore. It's real, y'all. It's becoming real. Let us get ready to fight against the Babylon the Great, the whore. Revelation chapter 18. What does that mean for us on this side? Revelation chapter 18, read verse 4 on down.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
You got to come up out of the whore's box.
Right.
Get your stuff out the whore's box, because it's the Babylon the Great whore. Get your stuff out of her box. That's what God's saying.
That's right. That ye be not partakers of her sins.
Because once you go into her, you're sinning, you're fornicating. That's all you got. Here's the proof of it. Jump back up to verse 3.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Once you in Babylon, that's called fornication. She ain't marrying none of you Negroes. You ain't marrying her. She's a whore. Put it in, get what you got to get up out of there, and move on so I can move to the next one. Because it's a whore. Jump back down to verse 4.
Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Don't fornicate with her.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
If you commit fornication, you're going to get a plague. And this plague is more than AIDS.
Right.
This plague is more than chlamydia. This plague right here going to end your whole soul. Watch this. Verse 5 go say it.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities.
It's going to remember the sins that she has been doing all throughout the earth. Verse 6.
Reward her even as she hath rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
Read.
How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her.
Give her torment and sorrow, God says. Read on.
For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen.
I sit a queen. I'm on top.
And am no widow. And shall see no sorrow.
That's exactly what Trump was saying.
Right.
Who can take us down?
Who can take
we got
us
the
Man,
best
ain't
military.
Nobody, right.
We don't make bombs enough. Nobody can.
We would never
come
be
to
a
us.
widow.
Who can make war with us? That's Babylon the Great talking. Read verse 8 now.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
In what?
Her plagues come in one day.
In one day, God's going to do it. And we don't know the day, but
Right.
they coming because God's not a man. He should lie. Read on.
Death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire.
And who gonna do that? We just read it. The 10 horns. Burn this place. Go ahead.
For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
Throw no government. We just preaching the word of God. God said, just teach my word, and I'm going to do the destroying.
That's right.
Read verse 9.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
They've been up in that box. They've been all in that box, man. All kind of fornicating and shooting up the
deliciously.
Live deliciously, boy. Go ahead.
Shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
So as much as they hate Babylon the Great, they still do business with her because they get money from her. Because look at it. China is the enemy of America. They still do trade with them because they get money. Russia still got problems with America. They still trade with them because they get money. They're going to bewail that this place is gone because that's going to cut off all of their wealth as well. Now read on, verse 10.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
God gonna destroy this place in 60 minutes. That's all he needs. Quick. But we gotta open our eyes to see the signs of the times.
Yeah.
Trump telling you what this place is, and God told us, come out of her, my people, and be not partaker of her sins. Let her politics go. Let her religion go. Let her way of life go. Let the fornication go, and repent and keep the commandments before you get caught up in her plagues to come. All right? So we're going to end it right there on Casting Down Imagination.
Hey, real quick shout out to
Metrius
Norman for the super chat. He said you won't get this information from church.
That's
and
right.
You're right about that.
Straight up. Shout out to Anthony Nixon as well. Great class, amazing job on research.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nene Judah as well for the super chat. Sister Jessica as well. And Sister Susanna as well. All praise to the Most High, man. So that's been our show. Let's play that commercial for our sponsor today. And Lord's will we be back next Tuesday, same time, same place.
Same
so
bite.
with that, we say shalom.
Bounce with me now, yeah. Hey, bounce with me now, light of mine. Hey, we gon' turn up, we gon' let it shine. Hey, this little light of mine. Nobody's home to encourage increase my understanding. My daily bread, that amazing. I'm talking about precepts. Precept on precept, line upon line, line